Right, we're nearly back. Yay, we're live! Right, we're back. I did say to you guys, we're going to be taking a look at server settings. So what's actually happening is this. Go and download your Xbox or PS4 Ark update. It's live right now. The Homestead update is about 5 gig on the PS4 and about 8 gig on the Xbox. And then we are going to take a look at the server settings so you guys can see exactly how we're going to set up our servers. I'm running it on Xbox and PS4. So pretty much anyone will be able to join. There's a few things you've got to do. Yes, Raccoon, it's Structures Plus. Let me make sure everyone's watching me. Let's have a look. Are we back? Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Right. Okay, we've done that. We've done that. Keenan, hello sir. How are you? Is it just me or there's some servers gone? Primitive Plus has had some issues on PC, but I haven't heard any problems with Xbox or PS4 yet. Triangles. It's the stairs. I want the ramps that are stairs. That's what I'm really excited about. PS4 or Xbox first? What should we do? I'm bringing it up now. Don't worry, I'm going to change the passwords. If you want to join, you need to join Discord and you need to send me your email and your gamer tag. Slide into my DMs. Apologies, I'm eating, but it was either get the news to you quickly or wait another half an hour. Oh, everyone loves my desktop. Look at it. That's amazing. I never use it. Need a bit of music, didn't we? Shall I put on the Ark Survival Evolved Ark music? Yeah, let's have a bit of music. Oh yeah. Deadly Satanus, welcome. Right, hopefully that music's not too loud. Overlord. Right, let's go. Okay, so this is your server for Nitrido. Now, there's nothing you need to do for S+, as far as I know, on your single player world or anything like that if you're playing with just your friends on your own Xbox or PS4. But I'm doing the server settings for my server. We're going to be going to get every platinum trophy or every Xbox achievement. I'll be setting up a brand new PSN code. I'm going to be doing base tours. If you want to join Discord. Ask for info there. Let's go to general. By the way, if you are renting your Nitrido server, you get 10% discount if you use the code JPG. But make sure you go through the links that are in all of my videos if you're going to do that, if you're buying one or renting one for the first time. So at the moment we've got it on Prim Plus. We need to change that probably first. Let's stop the server completely. I guess I really should open up the chat window that's got Twitch as well as YouTube. Big shout out to the 2 people on Twitch watching. Bless them Twitch watchers. They have added some fixes. If you want full patch notes, go and watch the video I did a little while ago this morning. It has all the patch notes about today's update. So if you want to play it while you're waiting for your download to update, go ahead and do that in the background. Just like. Discord, you need to join Discord. Well, God save me, give me some more details, mate, and we'll check it out for sure. There are problems on PS4. I haven't seen anyone mention it in Discord. I will get to everyone, so by the end of the stream I will add everyone that's DMing me now. It is PvE. Trolls will not be tolerated. I will make one of them videos that I made a kid cry on my server if you troll me or you troll anyone on the server. FYI. Anyway, let's change it all. Let's mix it all up then. So we need to swap it over. Turn it off from Primitive Plus. Primitive Plus is pretty much broken still. Mr. Thomas, hello. What are you doing? Big shout out to you with the £7. Thank you, sir. Are you hyped? Is this going to get you on it? You said it was going to be delayed. Don't worry, mate. I thought it was going to be delayed as well. Now, I'm not going to use expert mode because that means you use ini files. And I have done that on my servers in the past. We've had like aberration creatures running around Ragnarok. But it can corrupt to make the game a little bit undodgy unless you know what you're doing. So maybe I'll do that in the future. Let's change it over. We're going to call it the Platinum server. No, we're going to call it Jade PG Platinum server. How's that music as well? It's a free update, Johnny. Free update. You know, with the official servers, it will take time because they're running on the Trado, and the Trado are the official server sponsored partners. So I'm sure it's going to be the same sort of thing. Now let's call it home server. Let's call it the home server. Homestead. Let Homestead server. There we go. Jade, that's what you need to look up when you're joining on the Xbox or the PS4. Jade PG Homestead server. Message of the day is going for them trophies. Password, I'll do that in a while. It is going to be the island. I debated about Ragnarok. I know everyone's favourite map is Ragnarok, but you can't get the trophies if you go on Ragnarok. So it has to be the island. But maybe we'll change it. Current official, yep, that's probably it. We don't need any of these other ones. Make sure Print Plus isn't on. I'm going to start with a new game save. A new save game. In fact, we're going to start with a brand new save folder. And then enable admin login. Yep, so that means we can see what's going on. Admin public chat login. No, we don't need that. Notify admins about admin commands in chat. Yeah, we'll do that. Stop any of my admins cheating because I know what they're like. Prevent survivor downloads. Yes. Don't want anyone downloading their survivors. Prevent dinos. Yes. Going to prevent all this. Remember, you can change this if you want. If you're going to allow people to bring their characters over if you're doing your own server. But for my server, we're going for the trophies, so it has to be a fresh start for me. Don't worry if it's not a fresh start. If you've got some of the trophies or achievements you want to play on my server, that's fine. But for me personally, I'm starting a brand new character. I'm creating a brand new PSM. Random supply crates. We could do that. No, but we won't do that. Okay. Is Extinction still broken? It's supposedly had some updates. Updating as we speak. I'm not rude to Twitch. Sorry, I'm not looking again. Spig, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, it's just you. It's just you, Spig. Just you. I've got 5 people now. Big shout out to the 5 people watching me on Twitch. With the 83 watching me on YouTube. Come on, Twitch. Sort your lives out. Is the music alright? Can we all still hear the music? Is it worth it? Can barely hear the music. Pencil says barely hear it. Okay. Woman, why you give me so much trouble? There we go. Bit better? No, don't put it in general chat. You DM me. Oh, Naruku. Behave, mate. I could be your daddy. Diss track me, I will rap track you off. Welcome to a proper channel, mate. A proper Ark channel that doesn't use clickbait like you. Doesn't lie to his subscribers just for money. Should I start showing people how much you rip them off with the YouTube earnings you make? How about that, Naruko? Should we start doing that? Do you want this battle, son? I will take you down. I will take you down to Chinatown, you clickbaiting motherfucker. Anywho, go on, speak. Speak, Justin Bieber's ugly younger little brother. Seize destiny, hello mate, welcome. Right, let's see what I can do. Enable crosshairs. Oh, you're learning. Oh, that's what I just realised. Naruko's learning. He wants to see how a proper YouTuber does it. He wants to see how to run a server. That's okay, mate. That's okay. Learn, Joshua Ward. Ask people for help and you will get help on Discord, mate. My admins are lovely. They will help you find out the answers. Your old PC servers for PS4 were corrupt. Corrupt how, Riley? What do you mean? Anyway, right, server settings. Enable crosshairs, yep. Hardcore, yep. Join notifications, yep. I'm going through this pretty quickly. If you've got any questions, ask. Difficulty offset should be 1. No, it's 4. I'm pretty sure it's 4. And that should be 1. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm trying to think. No, it is 5. 5 gives you like 180 dinosaurs. So this changes how high the level dinosaurs are. I think it should be 0. I've got a feeling. Where's Zodi when I mean? We'll come back to that one. Day cycle speed. I ain't about no day cycle speed being really short. We'll have a little bit of a longer day, and we're gonna have a little bit of a shorter night. 4 is level 425, is 150. It is, isn't it? Senior McFluff, big shout out to you. 5, but I'm sure that's 1. That's scale the difficulty. I'll put them both at 5. We'll see what happens. If we end up with level 2000 dinosaurs, blame Senior McFluff. Sekmet, don't worry. That's the update, mate. That is the update. It should be live now. If you got that extinction update, if it's came today, it should be about 5 gig on PS4 or 8 gig on Xbox. Then that should be the one. Go and check out my update video I done this morning. It's got all the patch notes for you. Right, prevent disproportionate, no, don't all that. Destroy wild creatures, yes, we want that. All items, containers, lockable, yeah, that's good, so you can just leave everything outside if you want, you can lock it. Damage dinos by spike walls, I'm going to put that on. Hard limit turrets in range, yep. Creative mode, yeah, we'll have that as well, so some of my guys can go on. Floating damage text, do you guys like that on or off? I like it on, I like to see the numbers I'm doing damage. Anyone baby imprint, yeah. Override structure prevention, yeah, we're going to have that. So you'll be able to build and make crazy ramps and bases on platforms and stuff like that. Spigs, I see you there. I see you, bro. Difficulty 5 is 150, max is 180 max. Thank you very much, Seize this dynasty. Appreciate it, bro. I got you, bro. I see you. I see you. It was just a few megabytes. Turn off your Xbox again, mate. Turn it off and you will get that update. It's rolling across countries. It's rolled out about an hour ago now, actually. So you should definitely have it on your Xbox or your PS4. Make sure you hard turn it off and turn it back on. My Twitch should be in the description box down below. If it's not, go and watch any of my videos and you'll have it there. You doing stack mods? Not too sure, because ultimately The brand new Homestead update has got the tech stack mods. So I'll be giving them out for events. If I might come around and check out your base, maybe I'll give them to you. Although I can't cheat, so I won't be able to use any admin commands. Okay, I don't want that. Non-permanent diseases, I feel like we should have them on. I feel like it's part of the game. I know it's annoying, but I do think it's like part of the game. Allow Dino raiding, yeah, if people want Titans, they can go for it. Allow hit markers, yep. Fast decay, yep. Allow crate spawns, yep. Auto destroy structures, yeah, we'll do that. If no one's on, we'll do that as well. Unlimited respecs, I'm going to say no. It's meant to be every 24 hours. No, do we allow that? I think that's a shit change actually. Yeah, we'll allow that on. Let's keep that on. Gronix, what's up, son? Yes, Smithy. Apparently they have fixed that. That was in the big patch notes. They've increased the time that you may be frozen, but it won't dismount you anymore. So, and if you've got good armour, it will stop the Managamar from affecting you. Okay, Josh, I'll get to you soon, son. Fast respawning isn't what you think it is. Don't worry, people. Corpse locator. I was thinking of turning that off, doing a video like the 5 things Ark absolutely needs in life. Can you imagine the old days where you couldn't have where your bag was? The amount of times you died, had to go all the way across the island, and then your bag wouldn't be there. You'd be searching for like an hour. Where's my bag? Where's my bag? Anyway. Disable structure placement collision. Yep, got that on. So you'll be able to clip all your buildings into the terrain if you want. It'll make it nice and easy. Oh, I don't know, Smithy. That was a new update for me, or a new problem. I guess we have to try it out, son. To own a server, it's pretty cheap. If you use my discount code JPG at checkout, you get 10% off. You can literally have a server for, I don't know, 10 people for like £8 a month, £6, £9, something like that. Just make sure you use the links that are in my videos and then type in JPG at checkout and you will get 10% off. Pro player, this isn't a gameplay video, bro. It clearly says in the title, setting up my platform server. So, fuck you, buddy. Right, here we go. No biomes, no. Minimum dino, nope. Don't need any of that stuff. Oh, ignore all that. Disables PvP, enables PvE. Yes, it's PvE. Allow cave building, nope. Disable friendly fire. No, don't want that one. PvE timer. No, don't need that. That's it. Okay, let's start getting to the good stuff. Right! Are we going to make this server hard or are we going to make it easy? This is a server to get the trophies and achievements, to see what you guys can build with S+. Show me your kibble farms. We'll be doing some events, but not like Dino Wars in the past. We're not going to be doing too much crazy stuff because I want to actually play. I'm going to be playing on server every day. I'm going to be live streaming every day. That's the plan. Dino damage decay, multiplier. Yeah, we'll just leave it at 1. We'll leave it as base standard settings. I normally have player damage at 1.5, so you hit a tiny bit harder. Structure damage multiplier. That's basically traps, so that means like how much damage a spike does against the player. I'm going to leave that as 1.0. Let's put it back to what it should be. Medium. Player resistance multiplier. So basically, if you lower the number from 1, because it's always at 1 is the default, you make it that your player is harder to kill. If I was to put that up at something like 5, it would only take 1 hit from a dodo if dodos attacked you, and you'd be dead. So if you do it at a lower number, if you did it at 0.0, you'd be invincible. But we're going to do it at 0.7. If you need help with your server settings, I have done pretty much every video going showing you guys how to do all this. So go and check out my playlists, you'll find them in there, how to run your servers, what all the settings mean. I think 0.7 is a good one. Structure resistance, this is like how much done to structures, reducing the value of damage, will decrease the damage done to structures. Yeah, that's probably 0.5 as well. What else we got? Dino resistance, I'm going to put that as 1. Just leave it as bog standard. XP multiplier. We don't want it too high. Pencils is going to love this. I think I might do it at 3. That's literally what Ark is on a boosted day. Roughly. No, maybe 4. We'll do it. We'll do it at 3, but we'll do some of the individual ones a little bit higher. Taming speed multiplier. I like taming dinos really super quick, and normally if you have anything above 15, you'll do it really quickly. Most people like it around 7 to 10. I'm gonna say 10. We'll go 10. We'll go lower. We'll go lower. Higher or lower than 10 for thingy. Yes, that is a fez hat. Curious sheep. It is worn mostly by, yes, Muslim people, but only people who are great elders in their communities or respected in their communities. It's a bit of a fallacy that everyone runs around in Egypt wearing one. Mostly though, like someone quite high standing, maybe it is in a market area sometimes, but it can be other places, and they will wear it. Because thousands of years ago, it did mean that you had lots of kills, and they would cover their hats in blood. But over the years, it just meant that you was more important. 10, 8, 12, 15, 12, 12, 12, 12. I think 10 is decent. I think 10 is decent. Doctor Who was great as well, and Tommy Cooper. But yeah, that's why I like it. Mainly because I had a picture years ago. I just found a picture of a rat in a fez hat. It was the tiniest little thing, and I just thought it was funny, and so that's why Rat Bag, my Rat Bag, has a fez hat on his head when he's not looking all stuff going on. Okay, 10 works. Resource health. Okay, if you have this number really long, you will literally be sitting there hitting one plant or tree for 10 hours. If you have it really short, one hit you get all the resources. I prefer that. Some people have that number quite high because you get more resources from it, but I prefer clearing a path, knowing where I'm harvesting, so I usually have that quite low. We're going to go 0.5 on that one. You will paint your right helmet red. Well, there you go. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah, that's what it did. It was around the time, well, even before the Crusades, they did used to do it to each other. But tribal leaders, tribal warriors, would go around dipping their hats in blood, supposedly. Correct me on Wikipedia, anyone else. But that's where it came from. And then it's changed, much like lots of culture has changed. But yes, it is a fez hat. It can be taken in many different ways. It also signifies, believe it or not, it's a Muslim thing, but fez hats are also part of a Masonic lodge, and the Masons were associated with crusaders that fought against a lot of Muslims thousands of years ago. So that's a bit interesting. Anyway, the history of the fez hat. Yeah, there we go. Resource health multiplier, what else then? Harvest multiplier. This is how much you get. Now, I normally have this quite high. We're gonna go a little bit. We're gonna go a little bit old school. We're gonna have it on 4. You know what? OG, my granddad was a mason. I've got a mason's ring and a booklet. It shows you how to do all the secret handshakes and shit. 10.1. Humanity's end. Laters. You may face me in the Ark in the world. Am I ignoring Twitch again? I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry, Blue Bomber. I keep ignoring Twitch. Hey, we've got 8 people on Twitch now. And we've got 110 on Xbox. Come on, Xbox. Can we get an F for the Twitch people in chat? It's not updating, actually, to be fair. The chat that's taking both. That's why I'm not reading both of them. I'm not being rude. It's just, it doesn't seem to be working very well. Easier than official, but not too boosted. Yeah, we're going to go for that because it's meant to be a challenge. We're going to try and get the trophies. We're going to try and get all the stuff. It's going to be a private server, but you just join Discord. Curious Sheep, you're welcome to join, mate. Just join Discord. DM me your email if you haven't already. I've probably lost your details. Patrons get to join already. They get priority on the server. They also be part of my tribe. But if you're not a patron, you can join. You just got to give me some details on Discord. Right, okay. Let's try this again. Draining multiplier. That seems a bit too short. we'll have it 0.7, so that means you won't need as much water. It is annoying having to drink and eat every 2 seconds. Dino Hunger Multiplier, I have it a little bit boosted normally because it means your creatures will eat more when you're taming them, and so ergo they will be tamed quicker. There is another method to do that as well. Dino Stamina, let's have that just bog standard. Come on, we're making this a harder server than I normally have it. And we add Harvesting Multiplier. Player Harvesting Damage. This is similar to the other one as well. The health of it, the resource. Basically, if you have this high, you're going to collect things faster. So I like it having it high. So we're going to have that up high. Starvation Multiplier. I don't like eating all the time. It is a bit unrealistic. How many steaks of dinosaur are you meant to eat just to get through one day? We should count it up. Count it up in one regular day. How many steaks you eat? Probably about, I don't know, 25 in one regular day of Ark. You'd be like that. You'd be having the biggest poos ever. Just shitting nothing but steak out. It's Xbox and PS4, Joshy boy. I'm running both servers. Both. Join Discord. I repeat, join Discord. Okay. Right, next up, Stamina Multiplier, 0.7. Yeah, we'll have it a little bit boosted. We won't have dinosaurs boosted, but we'll give it a little bit more stamina before you're coughing like you've smoked cigarettes all your life. Regeneration, I always have that at 5. Or 5. 4. No, 4 is. That's the maximum slider. If you're doing this on your own server, you can do all these settings as well. You can do exactly the same thing on your Xbox single player or your PS4 single player. I have done a video how to boost that game. Go and check it out. It is in my playlist. You will be able to find it. Dino Regeneration, yeah, 4's good. Okay, next. Deco Multiplier. Yeah, that'd be good. Regrow. Now, regrow is interesting. Basically, how much you want trees to grow back close to you or further from you. If you have this number really tiny, trees will literally grow back outside your door every time you harvest it or your rock. If you have it too far, you have to go miles. That's why official servers, you find big areas where there's just no resources because it hasn't got a high regeneration number. So we're going to do... No, I'm lying. No, that's the radius of structures. There is another setting that's exactly the same as that. That's the radius of structures. So that just says how often they can actually spawn. Yeah. No, maybe first answer. Anyway, we're going to go for 0.6. Lay egg. I'm going to leave it really boosted. I think that's pretty boosted. I think you guys would agree who've played on my servers before. I've always run servers, but they've always usually been Patreon, or if they're PvP, we open it up. Now, Dino Harvesting, let's get a little bit more. No, let's keep it to around 6. Let's reduce it a little bit. That's probably a bit too OP. Here we go. Respawn Resource Multiplier. If you want resources to respawn quicker, you'd put that to 0.1. If you want it to respawn slower, you'd put it above 1. We're going to have it at 6. Let's have it at 6 so we can go back to the same resource. A little bit harder. I'm making this server a little bit harder. I'm going to try my best to actually do this. Dino Count Multiplier, no, that's good. Got all that. Pretty much. The update, yes, go and check out my video I put out this morning. You know what, shall I link it? Would that be better? Instead of me going, go and check out this video. I'll find it. Even though it was only 2 videos ago. Come on now, guys. What you been? That's okay. You don't have to watch the rest of this stream because literally it's not interesting unless you're going to play on my servers. Or you're having a bit of fun with me. Saying hello. There you go. That's all the details of the update today. But yeah, it's a 5 gig update on PS4, 8 gig on Xbox, maybe a little bit more for like Extinction, Scorched Earth, stuff like that. Okay, Dino Harvesting. The higher the damage done to a harvestable entity by Dino, the higher number the faster you collect. Yeah, we'll leave that there. I like having recipes that give you boosts, but they can be a bit OP. So let's put that to 7. We'll do custom recipe effectiveness as well, so that's pretty good. If you make your own recipes, you'll get some buffs and boosts from it. Right, mating. It's like 0.0.3. That's really high, but I reckon we'll have it 0.4. Yeah, we'll have it a little bit quicker. Now let's look at some of the XP multipliers. It's not going to be clustered. All the info will be up on Discord, guys. This is just how to set servers up. But yeah, it's not going to be clustered. We're going for platinum. We're going to get every platinum trophy and achievement. I want to see people's builds if you're creative. And we may do some events. But that's the main aim, is to complete the game. I'm going to set up a brand new account. I know, Joe. I know. I was so surprised. Thank God it didn't come out last week, because that's when Naruku and Loaded Crisis were trying to say it was going to come out. Even though they didn't know. They were just doing their usual clickbait. Right. I think these are good. I think you should always get more XP for doing something special, like killing a big creature or doing boss events. I think it's alphas as well, special XP. So we'll do it 5. I think when you kill things as well, you should always get a little bit more XP. Crafting, yeah, you know, everyone's a bit of a thingy, you know, PvE player, I guess, but go out there, kill some creatures, get more. Let's get some fishing. We'll make it a bit of a cheaty one. If you're going to spend a bit of time fishing, let's put that up to 7. Generic XP multiplier is good. Harvest multiplier is good. Supply crate, we're going to boost that up as well. Let's get some good stuff. I don't want it too OP though. Maybe we'll try it at 7. Let's see how it goes with 7. Fuel consumption, that's fine. Crop decay speed, that's fine. Basically, bigger numbers means your crops will take longer, they'll last longer. In fact, probably could up that one a little bit more. Oxygen swim stat speed, yeah, have that at 5. Like, yeah, I like swimming fast. Although I guess it might make it a bit cheaty trying to get some of the artifacts in the water caves. So then we'll juice it a little bit to 4. Corpse usage, nope. Hair growth speed. Oh, I don't want my hair growing really stupidly long. I'll just have it like that. Torpor rate, multiplier for a torpor rate. Yeah, we'll have that as well. I think that increases it. Defines the multiplier for the torpor drain rate of wild creatures. So how fast it drains when they're being tamed. In fact, I'm going to just leave that as 1. We're going to leave that just as 1 o'clock. We'll leave all that as 1. Passive tame multiplier. Oh, we'll see it do. We'll do this. If you're doing a passive tame, we should make it pretty easy. We'll do it 0.6. Okay. Baby speeds. I'm going to leave all that stuff. You guys don't really need to know, but well, I guess you do. If you're playing on server, you want to know, don't you? So we've got. Where's the multiplier? The mating multiplier. Where's mating? Egg interval is 0.25. You will be crapping out the eggs. Literally, they'll be shitting out every 2 seconds. And then baby mature speed, we'll do it at 45. Baby imprinting scale multiplier is going to be 5. Baby food consumption speed multiplier is going to be 1. Baby cuddle interval multiplier is going to be 0.05. I think that's okay. Xbox said there were some problems with this. They couldn't get it exactly right. Some of the settings weren't giving them enough time. Let's see if I can pull up another one. Near Trado. I'm going to check the X ones. Let's check the Xbox server. Loki, big shout out to Loki for telling me it needed a little bit of fine tuning. Laters, Joe. Twitchy, I'm sorry. Krongot, get out of here. Get out of here. No, that's fine, mate. I've got a good video explaining both. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not pay to win. But I definitely feel, I don't know. Maybe I do want a lot. But why not? From my free-to-play games. Right, Xbox server settings. Let's have a look. Oh, it's so slow. It's so slow sometimes. Right, this is the Xbox server settings. Let's take a look at and make sure. I'm going to compare what we got for the baby stuffs. Everyone seemed pretty happy with that. More or less. Oh, fucking hell. Only 20. It's only 20 on the Xbox. It's 45. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's go 25. No, I think that was too high still. I think she said it was too high still. Let's do 17. They're both the same. That's the same. We'll do 5 for that one. And we'll do 0.5 for that one. Yeah, I think that's good. What do you reckon, people who know their meeting? My PC setup is, well, to be fair, not really. I mean, you can't really see anything. I will do so when I get 75,000 subs, probably next year. I will do a tour, show you my office and my desks and all my tour. Blight, hello, son. What's going on? Okay, right. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. We'll have that as that. Spoiler multiplier. No, it's all good. Okay, we're nearly there, guys. I'm going to save them changes. And then we're going to just do a few engine settings. Ugh. What doesn't it like? It just said it doesn't like something. What one don't it like? I bet it's that one I just tried changing. I swear I put that at 7. Supply crew. Yeah, there we go. What do you mean? It's a Minecraft pickaxe. It's a Minecraft pickaxe. God, you kids nowadays. Growing up on your Fortnite. I remember the days when Minecraft ruled the world. I remember them days. Nope, we're just doing it in the islands. We may move to other islands. It depends how popular it is. Depends how popular it is. If the series does well, maybe I'll carry it on. You guys have just got to join and help me out. Okay, right, let's go up to engine settings. And then we're nearly done. I'm going to show you what we can boost a little bit in the engine. Oh, I'm hungry. I'm still hungry. My dinner's well cold now, but... This is where you control how many points you get for per level up. So if you want to increase how much your player gets for water, speed, food, health. I have got Ark map. It keeps falling down. I need some proper sticky back plastic. Right. I could zoom in a little bit, couldn't I? Water means you get double the amount. Of every time you put a point in water, you're going to get double the amount. Speed, you get double the amount. I'm gonna reduce that. That's a bit too cheaty. Yep, still the same. Curious sheep, still the same, son. Link. There is a link in the description box as well. We'll have it 1.5. Smith's me. Hello, sir. What's going on? Are you not interested in Atlas? Ain't you got a PC, Smithsy? Food, that means you're going to get double the amount of points. Health, double the amount of health. That's okay. I think health's okay to have that. Melee damage, that's a little bit too high. Let's reduce that down. We don't want to be killing dinosaurs in one hit. It should still be a little bit difficult. So it gives you, it's going to give you like 20 melee instead of 10, basically. Do you think that's still a bit OP? 20 melee instead of 10? What do you reckon, people? I got a special video. My patrons get to see it early, but it's coming out probably tomorrow or the weekend. Showing 5 things they never added to Ark. There's 5 big things that I wish one day maybe they add. Bump up weight a lot. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes with weight. Okay, right. We'll go with 2. It will go with 2. Now let's look at oxygen to crafting speed. Yeah, you know, I want to craft things up quicker. it also increases the effectiveness of the crafting stuff. So if you start crafting things, you're going to get better stats out of it. So that's going to give 30 points every time you level up. Weight is set at 10. Now in the past I've had servers where I've had that as like a 500 and it means you carry everything. But then it makes the dinosaurs kind of useless. So this literally will still give you 100 weight every time you level up. So I still think that's a pretty good amount, really. I think 10's a good spot. Like I said, I used to have it at 50. There's also a few other things that affect it as well. You can do other affinity stuff as well. Although it's only on dinos here, so that's okay. So we're going to go with just 10 for the weight. I can bump it up, I can change it if we all agree it's a bit too much. Temperature, we're going to do that 3 times. You'll get 30 points every time you put a point in temperature on my server. Speed, we've already increased speed, didn't we not? No, I've turned that down already. I've turned that down. Melee damage, yeah, the two that have been turned down. Okay, that's good. Right, now dinos. They can, if I'm on, I'll have an open party. It might be on Discord I have the party though, so everyone can chat. We'll have to see how it goes, but I'll be mostly live streaming on Twitch and stuff. Twitch, you still there? You still there, Twitch? Hunter Pal, welcome! Welcome! Big shout out to the people still representing on Twitch. I really appreciate it. I am sorry guys, I just can't see both chats. I can a little bit, it's just a little bit slow. It's a little bit slow. Dino tamed speed. So when they're tamed, every time you level up they're going to get double the amount. So I think it still makes them a bit OP. We'll increase it a little bit, 1.5. So you'll get 15 every time you level up in a dinosaur, rather than 20. What do you want done with Torpidity, Siphon? Well, are you even on the server though? What's wrong with Torpidity? What do you need for Torpidity? What do you think's a good one for Torpidity? Now, weight for dinosaurs, I'm putting it up to 50. So you might be over encumbered, but as long as you've got a dinosaur with you, that's 50 times. So every time you put a point in weight in one of your creatures, it will give 50 times the amount. Not only that, but if you tame it, if the added weight, you get an extra 5 points, I do believe. And then the tamed affinity also adds a boost to it. So you can pretty much get like 500, 600 weight just by 1 point in your dinosaur weight. I think that's okay. I think that's what dinos should be doing and carrying. Alright, it might not be realistic if you're putting all that in your dodo, but if you've got a trike, I think it should be able to carry a lot. There we go. That's my opinion. YouTube streams are dumb. Why is that, Hunter Pal? Well, I've got like 90 people, 85 people watching me on YouTube. If only I had that on Twitch, I'd be a partner. Come on, follow me on Twitch, motherfuckers. Help a YouTuber out, you know? It's not easy. I'm living on the breadline here. I should have done that. I should have said, everyone's got to follow me on Twitch or you can't get on the server. Shit. I should have done it. I should have done that one. Melee damage 1.2. Stamina 3.0. Yeah, I think that's good. You know what? I'm gonna take down the affinity a little bit. That will reduce it a little bit. That's a little bit too high. Let's do just 2. Good God, Curious Sheep. Go and check it out, mate. You've followed me for a while. You ain't been around. I ain't here to be looking after you all the time, son. It's in the description box. Go and look it up. It's in the About Me section. It's in my channel art. Right, we're nearly done. We're nearly done. We're nearly done. Yeah, that's good. Stamina will increase the stamina, so you get 30 points in your dinosaur when they're tamed. No, affinity. So when you tame them well, if you get very good kibble and you use them types of kibble, you get 100% tame. You will get much bigger boosts in melee, stamina and weight. So there you go on the server settings. I'm not going to muck around with these. You don't really need to do anything with these. You can change damage for your tamed dinosaurs, but I generally leave them as they are, because then that way it's not too cheaty. Because if you boost this, it means that as soon as you tame a creature, they're going to have massive amounts of you know, they'll just be OP. Your little Carnotaur will be killing Gigas left, right and centre. Most people on Twitch are more mature in my opinion. Maybe. It depends what game it is. No, I would not say that at all. The amount of times I watch a YouTuber stream that's got thousands and then a Twitch stream that's got thousands, and all you see on Twitch is just... It's a different culture, it's a different way, but it's all just emotes. Or just shit talk. Right, Harvest Multiplier, I have these boosted. So, Crystal, Keratin, Chitin, Obsidian, Silicon, Pelt and Black Pearl, you will get loads of these. Every time you harvest one of these, you're going to get bundles, 4 times the amount of normal. I reckon maybe we could probably make them a little bit easier or smaller. It's probably a little bit too high. Let's reduce that down a little bit. You missed the update. It's live. Don't forget Xbox PS4. If you want to play on your single player world, S+, the brand new kibble changes, you can go ahead and do that. And you will find that it's updated today. Turn off your Xbox or your PS4, restart it, and there should be an update. Pardon me. Pardon me. Black Pearls, no, we'll leave them at 5 because they can be a bastard to get hold of. Crystal, yeah, no, that's all good. I like that. Metal Multiplier. I don't muck around with metal. I feel like that's almost a basic. You know, you can get metal from lots of nodes. You can get it from rocks. That's probably the only one I don't really boost because it does weigh you down massively as well. So, yeah, I think we'll leave that one. Now, ini files is something I normally use, and like I said, I use that when I have different dinosaurs. You can make a map, you can mod your map on Xbox or PS4 to have creatures from all the other maps, even if you don't own the DLC. You can have Scorched Earth creatures on the islands, you can have aberration creatures, I've done it before on servers. You can have all sorts of stuff as well, you can have drops that drop all sorts of mad things. You can even make Primitive Plus have drops with all sorts of mad things sometimes. There's all sorts of weird stuff you can do. It's almost like modding the game. But we're not doing that today. Check my about section, me Foxy Asami, or check any other video and you'll see it in the description box. Hire resource. But there we go. Okay, I think we're done there. And that is pretty much it. I'm going to just check, make sure there's no problems. Let's see if anyone's got any issues with the update before we go. No, there was just a problem with Primitive Plus on PC. The notes are in the post. Yeah, it looks like it's all good. Dodo X is fixing up the kibble rework. That's good. I think that's good, you know. I'm going to just double check. We've seen the trailer. Let's go to the patch notes one more time. Enzo, what server is it? Official server or is it a rentable server? You may need to update your server. If you rent any Trado server, stop and start your server just to make sure you get the updates. That's one thing you need to do. I don't think anything's been changed. I've gone through all these patch notes. Go and check out the video earlier. I will be doing a video talking about the kibble changes, basically listing everything, what you need to do with them, what creatures will help you tame what. These are all the additional things that happen on Xbox. Lots of fixes. I've done all this in a video a few earlier today. Blah 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 blah. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. Yes, it should get the update, Leona. Just restart your PS4, check downloads, and it should do it. It came out like after an hour ago. Server I play on Unofficial got put back to day one. All structural wipes, also dinos. I'm guessing that's probably something down to the server owner. Maybe he's done it and he hasn't told you. He just wants an excuse just to have a brand new, fresh start. The new tech items on Official? No, I don't. Tech, storage, unlock. I can look it up though. S plus Ark. We can find that probably in the patch notes on the thingy. Let's have a look in submitted feedback. Yeah, it's got to be online. You have to obviously download it over the internet. No, I don't want to look at Jen's face. No, don't let me do it. No. Right, hang on. There'll be a link in the description box. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and join. You might have to verify your phone number. Discord is used by pretty much every YouTuber going nowadays. So it's a good idea. You can join lots of other YouTubers once you've joined Discord, all with the same username and stuff. That's the point. Did they stream? They're meant to be streaming. Did they stream? It's not letting you play. Oh, I don't know why. Ark are meant to be doing a live stream. Did they not do one? I love the fact it just doesn't bring up the actual channel. I want the channel. I don't want anyone else's bloody videos. Or was it on Mixer? My missus went single player and had a look. Can't wait. Right, let's have a look. You got to join my Discord. Don't just find me and send a message. You've got to join the Discord, talk in the channel. Maybe it'll work that way. Ark Twitch. You can try OG Baldrick. I usually have them waxed off though, to be fair. No, give me Ark Twitch. Oh, fuck you. Right, they're obviously not live streaming because they'd be here. It'd be appearing. We're just trying to work out. We want the patch notes for PC. Let's look for patch notes for PC. We're going to find out exactly how to unlock the thingy. Art news. No, forums. 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 You do have Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. I haven't got PS4 Plus. No, you should be able to download it without PS4 Plus. You don't need that. It'll have the current event one, whatever the current event is. Right, switch patch notes. Oh my god, they have... No, that was the last time they updated the patch notes in December. Man, I need to check that so I can be bitching about it. Yes, you do, Baldrick. It's not an open server. I want your name tag and your email. Just so I can stop trolls from being douchebags. So that's what we're trying to work out, how to get the new tech storage item. I can't see anything. Man, there have been a lot of patches for the PC version. Turrets, cryopod, UI inventory, conditioners, experimental, nope. Tech bridge. Alright, I'll have to come back to that one. I have no idea. I have no idea how to unlock the thingy. It's got to come with something on the island though, surely. Surely it's got to come with something on the island. The Homestead is out, yes it is. It's probably going to be the S Plus features, changing all the S Plus stuff. Go and check out my video I done earlier today. Don't forget to leave a like. I think we've done the server. Right, that was PS4. I'm going to do the same with Xbox. Shall I do it now? Might as well. We can just chat and shit. You got a question about Ark you've always wanted to ask? you can go ahead and ask me. I'll do my best to answer. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's finish it off. So I'll end up just sitting here on my own, so I might as well do it with you guys. And we'll try and I'll probably change Xbox settings. They'll be completely different. Why does it still say Prim Plus? Let's refresh that. It shouldn't say Prim Plus anymore. Yeah, PS4 the Iron, 50 slots. Let's do Xbox. Got join Discord, and then you will send me your email and your gamer tag. You'll slide into my DMs. What's not on the PSN store? Hallucinic. The update isn't there, mate. You just get it automatically. You just got to turn off your PS4, turn it back on. You'll get the update. Pencils, thank you so much. You've been amazing. All the other admins. And Spicy's been great as well. Thank you, sir. All them other admins getting sacked, mate. We're going to sack them. I've just gone through it all, Robert. You may see it on Xbox now. You'll see how boosted it will be. It's going to be boosted a little bit, but not too boosted. I'll get that message, Seas Dynasty. I will get that message. What new TLC? There is no new TLC. Well, none that's been officially announced anyway. I was trying to think of creatures as like what creatures need TLC the most in Ark right now. Oh, it might be. But thank you, Jay Down. I appreciate it. It'd be amazing if I could get everyone on YouTube to go and follow me and watch me on Twitch right now. That would make my year, because I'd have enough. I'd watch me for like 5 minutes. Bam! I'd have 75 people watching me. And I could just keep building it. I will be live streaming on Twitch a lot from the server. So there you go. If you want to keep up to date what's going on the server and see me actually live stream it, go and follow me on Twitch. Alright, let's do this a bit quicker though, because I realise that people don't want to be here all day. I don't want to be here all day. I'm showing you stuff off. So we turn it off from Primitive Plus. I'm going to reduce the zoom on that a little bit. And then we're going to start with a brand new save. We'll do that now. In fact, I'm going to stop the server. I'm going to stop the server as well. Should have done that too. I play on Xbox and PS4. Depends what I'm in, like doing. Is it an event? Is it certain something? I'll be playing most of this on the PS4 though. I'm not going to lie. But we'll be doing base tours on the Xbox. And I will do something a bit special for Xbox since I won't be on all the time. Whoa! Big shout out! Who's giving me $20? Killer Instinct, thank you, sir. What's your name on Patreon, bud? And what's your name on Discord? It's always hard. No, it is Killer Instinct. It's the same on Discord, isn't it? Thank you, dude. You didn't have to do that. I really appreciate it, mate. Are flyer speed still hard locked to the old flyer no speed? Yes, they are. But you can increase that by increasing dino speed like I showed you in the engine settings, but it does mean that all your dinosaurs will be moving that quickly. Were all servers and characters white? No. Megalodon, Stegosaurus, Pteranodon. Wamina Scrub says that he wants all 3 of them TLC. You think Megalodon? Yeah, I guess so. Steg, definitely. Pteranodon, no, I feel that's in a good spot. You know what? We need the Brontos. They're too big. But what can we do with them? I'll tell you what I do want. The mobile version of Ark has had a Mammoth TLC where you can put platform saddles on a Mammoth. Why don't we have mini platform saddles on Mammoths? Woolly Rhinos. That would be amazing. Even a trike. Just small little ones. So you could put like 1 chair. Rather than like 2 of you sit on 1 saddle. It'd be like that old school cartoon that used to shoot lasers on dinosaurs. That's what I want. I want that shit. It's Jadeception. I'll show you Jadeception. Are you ready for this, Chris? Everyone cover your ears. It's coming. Just give it a second. I'm gonna blow everyone's mind. It's Jadeception. I'll show you Jadeception. Woo. Everyone cover your ears. It's coming. Woo. Just give it a second. I'm gonna blow everyone's mind. Can you hear that Inception yet? Whoa! Killer Instinct, thank you. There we go. That's Inception for you. That's Inception. I want griffins on the island. If the mobile version can have griffins on the island, why can't we have it on the base game? That's another thing that's got to happen. Steeler Sarah, well, I've told you. You slide into my DMs and you DM me your email and your game tag and what platform you're on. Anyway, I've turned that off. Everyone's like, fuck, Jesus Christ, that's hurting my ears. Right, let's change it. It is... I've changed my YouTube name to Jade PG now as well. PG. Yeah, we'll do exactly the same thing. Homestead server. Go get them Chiefs. The island. Yep. Is it stopped? Server's shutting down. It hasn't stopped yet. You're quite Joker. Ah. There we go. That makes more sense. Welcome, son. Where you been then? I ain't seen you in a while. What you been up to? What you been playing? Do you think Rust will ever get Rust though? Yes, I do. I do. I think that's coming. I think that's going to be coming in the next few months. Homestead is a PlayStation. Is an Ark update. It's gone live today. I'm setting up servers for it now. The servers will be going live tonight. Once I get off this stream. I might even make them go live now. I've just got to set up the password, go through all the Discord messages. Holy shit! Look how many Discord messages I've got to go through. Whoa! That is a lot. That is a lot more than I expected. No dick pics, please. No, not unless I get, you know, we're on that level. We're on that level. Yvette, hello sir, how are you bud? Are you going to be joining? Are you going to get that Ark grind? It's on the Discord. You've got to just go look for it. Go get them achieved. So this is the Discord one, the Xbox one. Islands, yep. Do all this stuff, crossplay. Yeah, we'll do crossplay. So if you've got Windows 10 on PC, you can come and play on my Xbox server. Do that. Right, admin chart, yep. No Survivor downloads. No uploads. I quite like the fog. I know it's annoying, but I think we should have it in there. The password will be put on a special channel in Discord, and you'll see all the server info, how to join. It'll all be posted on that channel in Discord. Once I give you a special role, you'll all have a special role called Ark Homesteaders, and it means you get special things to do in Discord. Right, flying inside caves. Nope, I'm gonna have that off, I guess, because it makes it too cheaty, doesn't it? Everyone will just be able to cheat. Although on the island, there's not that many caves that you can go in, is there? So let's keep that on. Neighbour crosshairs, yep, done all this. Join, yep. Local chat only, nope. Show players on the map, yep, got that one. Difficulty offset 5, yeah, we've gone through that as well. I said day cycle speed was going to do it like 0.6. Night time was going to be 2.0. Daytime scale was going to be 0.7, so that means longer days, shorter nights. Matt, thank you, sir. I didn't realise. Yeah, I know you're a patron killer. That's good. There you go. I've added you as moderator. If you're a patron, you should be a moderator. Just remind me if you're not. I do go through it sometimes and I think, well, you ain't commented in ages. I don't even know if you're a patron because everyone's name's always mixed up. So I'll take people away from moderator status. But I don't do it on purpose. I love you all. Just remind me if you are. Are you allowed aimbot? No, you're not. But you know what you are allowed? A ban off my channel, Charlie Addison. Later, shitlord. Bye, mate. Bye. Cruel, harsh J plays games. Cruel, harsh J plays games. Right. Destroy wild creatures. Yep, we'll do that one. All items containable. Yep, we'll do that one. Was that a bit harsh? Is it a little bit too harsh? Should I unban him? I'll unhide him, Charlie. Just Put you in the timeout. There we go. There you go. Ah. SGT! Hello, son. Yes, the hat is back, mate. Will the server be PvE? Yes, it will be. Honestly lying. I do think it's going in the right direction, Dick. I hope... I mean, it's taken a long time for this. We was meant to get this at some point last year, but they dropped it to work on paid DLC. So I'm always a little bit grumpy with them. But there were a lot of job openings being advertised for Ark. Did you know that? Last week they advertised a bunch of job positions saying they need people to come and work for them for being graphic designers, artistic leads, all the rest of it. So they're not doing that unless it's for a brand new project again, which they did do, and obviously they got people for Atlas. But it could be a case they're working on real good content coming to Ark, or maybe it's a sequel, maybe it's more DLC. They did say they'd do more DLC. I hope it's really working this time. They actually test it. They've got test servers, that's good. Yeah, tribe sizes could be good. Or just the small servers, small tribes. I guess that's their answer though, isn't it? Have small servers running, and that's the answer to mega tribes. You have to go to patient first. What's that? No, I will be. I'm doing the Xbox server now. This is we've done the PS4 server. I'd slap you and kiss you, Spacibus. This is going to be the Xbox server, yes. Correct mode, range, yeah, we'll have that. Yeah, we'll have dinos damaged by the spike walls. I think that's good. I think you should have that. Anyone baby puddle? Yep. Prevent diseases. No, we're not going to have that on. I want people to get diseases. It's so funny watching people coughing and spluttering. Maybe we can spread it all around the server. I dare someone to try spreading disease all around the server. Skunky1, hello mate, what's going on? Fast decay, yep. Don't need any of that stuff. I'm boosting for it. Trust me, none of this stuff you need to know about. Unlimited respecs. What did we say for the PS4? I can't remember. I can't remember if I put them on or not. Otherwise, it's every 24 hours now. Every 24 hours. You know what? We'll go for it. We'll do it. We'll do it how they want us to do it. Minimum dino. No. Okay. There we go. Right, here we go. Dino damage multiplier. I think we did that as 1. Player damage 1.5, that's correct. Did I allow unlimited respec on PS4? Oh shit. Alright, we'll change it. I suppose, yeah, it doesn't hurt, does it? Being able to change, put a few points into weight if you want to do a bit of crafting, go and get resources, and come back and change it back. Right. This is all good. Player resistance 0.7. Yeah, that's pretty standard. We'll do structure resistance 1.0. Why did I make dino resistance easier? Harder? That's a bit unusual. XP multiplier, we said, what did we say? 3 or 4? Max tribe size, it could be any size. I mean, there's not that many slots. The Xbox server's got lesser slots than the PS4. I could increase it if I have to. I have to see how it goes. It was. I remember when they had the swamp disease and everyone caught it in Scorched Earth. They literally just added it to the base game, and everyone took that disease to Scorched Earth within the first days of Official, and everyone had the disease on Official. PvE. I did. I've done lots of tutorials. If you need help with your Trado servers, go and check out all the videos I've done. So many of them. If you use my code JPG when you're renting out your server for the first time, get 10% off. XB8, get out of here. I think we said free. Yeah. Sees, you are a soldier. Thank you for tuning in, pal. Tamed speed, we said 10. Resource health multiplier. Yeah, that's about right. It may be slightly different. Draining multiplier. We said we didn't want it too OP, did we? 07. Dino hunger multiplier. Yeah, that's right. Dino stamina drain. I think we put that as normal. Player harvesting damage multiplier. Yeah, that's good. 4. This is all looking good. Well, that's a bit too cheaty. We'll do it 0.7 starvation multiplier. So you do need to eat a little bit, but not as much. Decay, regrow. Yeah, that's a bit too high. We'll put that 5. That's probably a little bit too low. Put that 6. I mean, too high. Yeah, make it you can build whatever you want on your platform saddles. I think that should be 0.25. That seems a little bit high as well. No, that'll make it shorter. That means you can have literally eggs spawning all the time. Let's do it 5. I'm going to change that back on PS4. I will change that. In fact, I'm going to do it now. In fact, I've got it right here. I've got the settings right here. Shit. Because that does seem a little bit too a little bit OP. Yeah, no, I did do it 0.5. Yeah. Oh, regrow structures. I've done it as, yeah. Just make sure it's all the same. So 0.5, 7. Resource respawn multiplier. I did that. I don't know why I did that 1.3 on there as well. I'm looking at Xbox. I'm looking at Xbox. Shit, son. That's why it was the same. It's going to be the island map. Yep. Yes, thank you, Palmer. I did just hit 74k subs. Man, the amount of hate I got over that Apex Legends video. I only said it was a bit pay to win. People were like, oh, you're shitting on the game, you're trashing the game. I remember the time when you got shit for free and you paid your $60. None of this spending $20 for a skin. Anyway, I won't start. I won't start. I'll leave it. I'll leave it, Jay. Just leave it. Just fucking leave it. Where's the fucking PlayStation one? Oh, there it is. Okay. General settings. Hey Matt, thank you, sir. I could, Damien, I could. But I figured I might as well do it now. There is a server for PS4. Wow. Naruku just uploaded another clickbait video. Oh, should we do a review? A live review of Naruku's video in a minute. Yeah? Should we try it again? Obs dude, obs again. What do you mean? It's working. Everything's working. Everything's fine. Sorry people, I'm just trying to find the right settings. So we've got PS4 and Xbox server settings. All destroyed. Okay, that should be 2. 3, 10. Oh, put that as 5. And then 5, 7, 8. I put that as 8, did I? Okay, for the PS4. 1.25. Make that a little bit bigger then. That should be 1.50. Yep. Oh, harvesting multiplier 4. Yeah, I said I didn't want it too cheaty. Didn't want too cheaty. Structure resistance. I'm going to put that at 0.5 as well. Player resistance. Player resistance. Yep. Okay, cool. Next one. Custom recipe. Where's that one? Layer interval. It is 0.25. That's too fast. If you have 0.25, you literally every 2 seconds your dinos are laying eggs. It gets really annoying. So you don't want that too high. Dino decay multiplier. Jesus, 15. Yeah, let's do that. Because then if people aren't playing on server, it means they lose their dinosaurs. Snooze, you lose. Put that as 0.6. Regrow multiplier. No, you know what? Regrow multiplyer's got to be lower. I'm doing this on both these now. And that should be 15. I'm making it exactly equal on Xbox and PS4. Across the way. If you ask me any questions, hold tight 2 minutes and I'll answer them. If you've got a question about Ark, I can try and help you out. No, 7. Egg hatch speed 50. Fucking hell, that's high. No, let's have 25. That's a little bit too high, even for me. Mating multiplier, again, I think we'll have that as 4. XP kill multiplier should be 4, so you get more XP for killing things. And you're going to get lots of XP for doing that. We'll have fuel consumption at 3.0. Hair speed should be just 1.0. Let's not piss about. Crop speed multiplier. Got a 15 on PlayStation. Now I've been running these servers for ages and I'm just realising how different they are on the Xbox and the PlayStation. It's quite funny. Passive tame 0.6. We'll have that there. So you can passive tame creatures quicker. Battery consumption 2. Oxygen swim stat speed 4. Tamed creature talk by multiplier 1. Wild creature talk multiplier 1. Yep, that's good. That's good. Right, here we go. Baby stuff. Right, let's just check chat for a second, make sure everything's all good. You downloading the update now? Big up to Jedi Assassin. The late crew. The late crew. He's the late crew. Yeah, I'm trying to steer away from clickbait. Well, don't send it on Xbox. You've got to join Discord because I need to keep track of people, so I'm copying and pasting your names in a special little channel only I can see. You need to join Discord. You will not gain access to the servers unless you join Discord. And you need to send me your email and you need to send me a message. Slick, what a name. Go and check out my video I've done recently and you will see it, mate. I think that's the one there. Wow, Chris, you got ages ago. That might be like 2 or 3 updates. Why can't I post my own update to my own video? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, they're streaming it now. That's no wonder all my views have dried up all of a sudden. Let's take a look. Oh, they're coming soon. Yeah, once they go live, we might go over to them. Okay, right, anyway, let's finish this off. So, baby mature speed 17. 5, 1.0, 5, 5, 5. So, you will be able to breed a lot quicker than you would normally. Mainly because I haven't got time for all that business. A little bit faster, and you will be able to tame creatures quicker. 1.3. Ooh. 1.75. Okay. Save changes. Save changes. Well, there you go, animaking. Yeah, I don't want your phone number. Don't worry. When you join Discord, you're not giving me your digits. I'm not going to be sliding into your DMs. Yep. The Ark server's not happening yet. Might as well wait. Engine settings on the Xbox. That's what we're going to do next. Let's hurry up and get it done. Oh, it's first to work. I will stream the Twitch live stream maybe then. Because you can't ever chat in Twitch one. There's too many people. Engine settings. We're going to do this really quickly. So I'm just going to copy everything that's on the PlayStation 1. As much as possible. Player stats per level. Oh fucking hell! Wow, Xbox have been playing old. Oh no, they haven't. There we go. I was like, they've got nothing boosted. But let's turn it down a little bit. So we're gonna have temperature fortitude basically nerfed a little bit. At the moment, you get 50 points every time you level up. So let's bring that down to 3. You just found out that Pixar will be getting S+. Really, Spud? Really? Are they getting Kibble Rewrite as well? I'll tell you what needs some updates. Bloody the Discord. There you go, that's what you got to do, Anime King. If you haven't got a phone, maybe you shouldn't be joining my server, bro. Just saying. You could go and use your mummy and daddy's, but if they suddenly have Discord on their phone and they're like, what is this, Anime King? Why have you got this app? Why are you talking to pedophiles? Or something like that, I don't know. Oh, I've lost Twitch chat. I realised I switched my chat over. Right, okay. Anyway. How do I get on PS4? What do you mean? You just turn off your console, turn it on. There's so many new people. A lot of them I thought were on Xbox, but it appears there are still a lot of new people on PS4. Okay, right. What else we've got going on? Player stats. Water and food at 2 and 2. Water and food 2 and 2. Weight 10. Yep, that's all good. Temperature fortitude. Stamina 3. Oh, I don't have any stamina buffs on thingy. You know what? That seems a little bit OP. And I am going to. We're going to add a new one for player. Let's reduce that down to 2. So you get 20 points per stamina. You don't need 30, that's madness. 20 points instead of 10. I think it's 10. Some of these settings don't go up just by 10, they go up by 50. A couple of them do, I'm pretty sure. Okay, oxygen 2, oxygen 5. Yeah, let's have the oxygen 5 then. No, at 2. I'll have it at 2. Everyone's like, no, don't nerf it. I'm nerfing it. Jay Plays Games nerfs his own server. Laters, Matt. Take care, son. Okay, right. Next one. So the Ark the Ark live stream's going to go in 2 minutes. It's going to be them showcasing everything they spoke about today, so it'll be good to watch. If you haven't watched my video already, go and do that now. Crafting speed 3, yep. Food, water, speed 2. Yes, looking good, you know. Maybe I've turned that. I'm going to nerf that a little bit. 1.5. So you get 15 every time you level up in speed, rather than 20. Right, melee damage. I haven't even got melee damage here. Yeah, you know what? We'll put a cheeky little melee damage in. Let's put a little cheeky melee damage boost. So we'll do it 20 points every time you put a point into melee. Make it a little bit. If you want to beat some powerhouse going around one punching dinosaurs, you could probably put all your points into melee and you'd be able to do it. Cheese is a kind of meat. So you're streaming setting up an Ark server. Well, this is time management, sir, Swifties. Because if I was doing these server settings while I wasn't streaming, that would still mean I wasn't actually streaming the Division. So I might as well make best of both worlds. Mike, hello mate. I did see the Division 1 and the Season Pass for like £12 the other day. I nearly bought it. I thought there was no point. It comes out in like 10 days. Right. I think we're good. You know. Oh no, I haven't got any multipliers here on the PlayStation for dinosaurs, but I have on Xbox. What's that about? No, I have. Here we go. Stamina, health, weight. Yeah, that's all good. Dino Tamed. Weight 50, speed 1.5. Yeah, we'll add speed boost, so your flyers will fly a little bit quicker. No, don't start the server. No, cancel. Melee, weight and speed. I've decided to make it important for dinosaurs. So dinosaurs, tamed, we'll do it 1.5. Yeah, so you'll get an extra bit of speed if you're on a flyer or any other type of creature, to be honest. Next up, Dino Tamed, stamina. No, I haven't got stamina, let's get rid of that one. No boost to stamina. Got to make it worth it that you get them dinosaurs that have got good stamina. You have to tame them and find them. I'm going to get rid of health as well. They don't need double health every time you tame them up or put a point into them. I don't think so anyway. Melee damage 1.5. No, I'm going to get rid of that one. PlayStation doesn't need that either. There you go. So I've just boosted weight and speed on dinosaurs. So every time you level up, you'll get 50 times the amount of points or 1.5 times the amount of speed. There are a couple other exceptions though. Weight, stamina and speed. So let's get rid of health. Let's get rid of melee damage. God, why did I put up these ones? And we've got to change weight until 5. So your dinosaurs will be able to carry a lot more, but not as much. Cheese is a kind of meat. It's not going to be PvP, no. Is the kibble effect going to affect imprinting? We don't know. I guess we'll find out on the live stream. As far as I know, not massively, not any more different than it already does. They're not suddenly going to give you superhuman dinosaurs because you're using superior kibble. Rex Burger, you're watching on YouTube. Nice, thank you, sir. Yeah, go and shout me out. Go and follow me on Twitch, people. I will be live streaming directly from my brand new Platinum Achievement server, the Homestead servers. Right, we're nearly done. Add Dino Stamina, speed and weight. I've got stamina 1.5, so that's got to go down a little bit here. So I'm basically boosting up. Every time you level up your dinosaur, you're getting a tiny little boost rather than like stupid amounts. I've got to make it hard. I want to get every trophy in the game. And then I will be playing a lot during the day. I will try and do a few live streams in the evenings, but I'm going to be on during the day. 1.85 speed, 1.85. Add Dino Tamed. Weight 5, stamina 1.5. Okay, cool. And then affinity, last one. I've only got weight on the Xbox. Yeah, this means so if you... Oh, it's fucking huge as well. Wow. Okay, let's change it. When you use kibble and you get like 100% tame, if you boost up the affinity, you basically get better results. So it's worth it using kibble, and you'll get like stupidly ridiculous great creatures if it's the affinity. That's what the affinity basically does. If you use kibble, or you get a perfect tame. Not even just kibble. It's if it takes no damage, you know, you don't lose too much torpor. That's what it affects. Not torpor, but you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, well, tough. Create new setting. Stamina and melee damage. I don't know why melee damage is there. Oh, maybe it is. Alright, we'll do this. We're going to do Affinity Dinosaur. We're going to do melee damage. So we'll make him a little bit more OP. Not by much though. Let's do 1.5. So it'll be worth it. We want to make it worth it. That if you do go to the effort of taming a dinosaur really well, you'll get some bonuses out of it. Stamina up 3. That's it, we're done. And hopefully we'll be in time for the live stream. Still hasn't started yet. Don't think it has anyway. If you wonder what I'm talking about, Ark Survival Evolved, we've got a live stream going on, but it's currently saying starting soon. So we'll get on it in a minute and we'll have a look and see what's going on. Windows 10 will be crossplay. You will be able to play on the Xbox server, yes. Is there a way to give items when they spawn in? No, as far as I know. I don't think there is, mate. It would be cool. I'd love to be able to give like patrons a special armor skin or sets. I probably will spawn in some stuff for patrons. Things like skins, like Tech Dino skins, bits and bobs like that, I reckon. Ethan, you need to go and join Discord for details how to join, mate. It ain't an open server. You need to give me your email and your name on your gamer tag. So I'll keep track. Oh right, I've got this. We've got a... Oh shit. Man, this is boosted to fuck. Narco Berries 5. What the hell? You played another maps on PC? I have a few, yeah. Back in the day I tried. I don't know. There's a playlist of me trying out loads of different maps. Old school ones like Madagascar, Thieves Island. What was the other one? Not Ragnarok. There was another one. Right, this is way too high. Let's bring this down a little bit. God damn, did I really have it this high on the Xbox? Yeah, no, it's all 4s. All 4s and 5s. Man, Xbox have been having the high life. They've had like getting thousands of chitin and pelt and crystal. Put that down to 4. Silicon, yeah, let's put that down to 4 as well. Everyone's like, no, I want all the silicon. Silica, I should say, silica. Cheese is a kind of meat. Metal stacks in 1000 now, not 200. Ooh, lovely. Where's Lovely? It's coming, it's coming. Oh, the server's there. Oh, look, Sed's there. Jen's there. They took my advice as well. Well done. I told them to sit together. I told Jat on the last Atlas live stream it felt too much like Big Brother. They kept having different cameras cut close-ups to their face. So I said to Jat, the community manager, I said, "Get you all facing the camera in one way." Okay, I'll finish off the rest. We're pretty much good to go there. Let's watch. Let's see what they're saying. I've got to take my hat off. You're going to see my hair?
So we do know our EU servers are down. Don't freak out. We are working on it.
EU servers are down. I realise that's really loud. It's probably causing some problems. I'll need to fix it. I need to work out. I'll try and remember. How to fix it. How can I fix this? Because it's going through, it's coming out loud. It's coming out twice. They're really quiet over this way. Okay.
That's the major thing that we're talking about today is Homestead. We have all of our amazing structure pieces, triangle building, which is, you know, the most exciting thing.
It's amazing some of the things you can do with triangle pieces. Whoever thought a triangle piece would allow you to build off some of the cool stuff that we're
I mean, you, like at that point you go from boxes to all of the angles, like all possibilities are open, and you can build like round, and then you can make you can make hallways that offshoot and like just completely different shaped structures.
And you guys will see some more of if you didn't catch the trailer when we're open,
working now.
End up showing that again as we kind of end out. So and we have some other stuff. Some of the community has built some really cool things on our public test. So. You'll see that in a little bit here.
Yeah, so the stream today, we're going to be talking about
Is it working?
Everything
Can you hear?
Going on in the world of Ark right now, all of the changes that come with the Homestead update we're going to go over. Also, the kibble rework, of course, is the second big half of this update, which we know a lot of people are excited for and has been a few years coming. I personally am very excited to see this finally in the game. I can remember quite a while ago I would just kind of poll people on Reddit, on my Twitter, and get their feedback on what would be best. And we finally got it together. So we hope that you guys enjoy that. I know there might be a little issue with aberration creatures not accepting the right kibbles just yet. So we are already aware of that. So if there's any issues, feel free to report those to us and we'll get them looked at soon.
There are people running behind the scenes, you know, really crazy trying to get things fixed. So
yeah, exactly.
Don't worry. We're on it, and we're very aware of things that are going on right now.
Yeah, we're aware of it as soon as you guys are, sometimes before, and we're hard at work on it. I think this is probably a good place to kind of frame what we're doing in terms of streaming. So, you know, our goals with streaming are to save our streams for when we have a sizable chunk of content, a piece of update, a new update, you know, a new feature, something along those lines that we want to showcase and talk about, and then collect things around that. So that's kind of the approach I think that we're going to be taking with streaming, you know, over the next however long to try it out and see how it goes.
Yeah, so instead of having something that's scheduled like every week, every 2 weeks, every month, it's going to be basically whenever we feel like we have enough things to talk about and things to share that's new information that's going to get you guys excited to hear about it. So definitely pay attention to our Twitter, which is Survive the Ark, and where you're watching us right now on Twitch and Mixer, and we'll be sure to have more of these things and share whatever we're working on with you.
And if you guys have any cool ideas for things you'd like to see on stream, things that you want to see us do, even if they're silly, you want to see us, you know, eat some hot wings or something like that.
No, we don't want challenges said. I just want to get some good content, mate.
We're always looking.
They're switching cameras. I told them don't do that shit. I just want to be looking at one camera. I don't want to be seeing the side of your heads.
Survive the Ark up and let us know if there's something cool you want to see us do on stream.
Yeah, I guess just to add to that, I would say mainly, while we want to increase frequency overall, we just want to make sure it's as meaningful as possible when we're showing you guys new stuff. I mean, while it'd probably be cool to watch me maybe fly a quadcopter and eat as many popsicles as I could on stream, I don't think you guys really want to see that.
I have no idea who these two are. I've never seen them in my life. Said create Primitive Plus, this guy here.
Some questions and answers. And if you missed the introduction, sorry, I feel like you may have missed me say this is Chris. He's our lead designer, lead programmer.
Oh, that's Chris. Wow,
he looks
different. He's the guy that made Extinction.
Colin is our senior producer.
Pretty much created the design around Extinction.
Let's get into something that we all like. It's questions and answers. So these questions and answers are coming from our community crunch.
Oh, this is good. I'm going to take notes.
SurviveTheArk.com. You'll notice that every week we do a community crunch, and it's filled with cool things from the community, cool builds, cool dinos, colors that we haven't seen, and also we open it up to you to give us questions that we can cover on the stream. So if you'd like to see your question covered on the stream, make sure that you're submitting entries for community crunch, because that's where we get this content from.
Where's Nintendo Switch stuff?
And we form it into something else called an Ark Digest, which we do from time to time once we have enough.
What happened to Scorched Earth, Ascension?
We're going to do a live.
Tech Wyvern Saddles.
Oh boy.
As Cedric mentioned, these questions were already submitted, I guess it was 2 crunches ago when I asked for questions. So we're going to hit on some of the popular ones that I saw. So I'm going to go ahead and read those off. Question number 1. How will our unofficial servers be affected by the Homestead update if we're already running the S+ mod?
Yeah, so the plan for this is that we knew that when we pulled the S+ features internal and we implemented them into the core game, there would be some changes we wanted to make quality of life a little better. We need to change the meshes, things like that. Some of those things would be incompatible with the mod. So what we created is an escape hatch. It's an option that you can add on your unofficial server to disable the Homestead version of S+ in favor of the mod so that you can keep running with the standard version.
Ooh, that's interesting.
You know, unfortunately, as Jen said, there's a small issue with the S+ mod.
Would that affect kibble as well? Could you possibly have the old kibble system?
We've got question number 2. Is Homestead going to work with Primitive Plus with all the different building types? And will we see any Primitive Plus getting any love on Xbox in particular?
So, the good news
Said
is...
doesn't do it anymore.
Yes, S+ is compatible with Prim
Ooh.
Plus, so it's very exciting.
Yes.
We're able to bring that to
Prim
you
Plus
guys.
apparently works on
And
it works
as
on
far
Prim
as
Plus.
new Prim Plus servers for Xbox, we are always monitoring demand from our players, and we want to respond to that as soon as we can. So as we see demand spool up, we would definitely stand up more servers accordingly.
Very good to hear.
Yeah, and there's one kind of small thing to add to that. While the Primitive Plus version of Homestead, the Homestead update, will support triangle foundations and all the new Homestead features for the vanilla structures, we have not added support to the Primitive Plus specific.
Absolutely. So I think what you're hearing is you can expect to be able to use the Homestead features in Prim Plus, but some of the things like the triangle foundations, you won't expect to see lumber or the very special
That's the whole point.
In Primitive Plus. Those won't necessarily have the pieces that Homestead.
So it's still good. Primitive Plus needs work. At least it'll have some of the features.
The questions that we're answering right now are from the Community Crunch, but if you guys have any questions in particular to Homestead or in particular to any of us that are sitting up here right now, you guys can...
Sed now works for Atlas. Sed is helping Atlas out. It was his Prim Plus mod that created most of Atlas. All the resources, all the different foods, vitamins.
Our next Community Crunch question, however, is what's planned next for Ark development? And are we done with Ark, or is there more coming?
So it's an exciting time for Ark. So as we said at the end of 2018, we're the team that's running Ark now. Those of us sitting here, and you know, when we posted that, we said that we had big plans for it. And you know, one of the approaches that we're taking this year and with this team is one where, you know, we're taking a little more time internally to work up a solid plan and
it's going to be months,
deliverable before we bring it forth and share it with you guys, because we want to.
I've got nothing.
Make sure we have something that's ready for you to consume. So as far as it comes to this year, this is our first beat. The Homestead update. It's one that we've long wanted to do. It's one that includes features that you know, some of us, Jen especially, cares about kibble, and you know, it's something that was near and dear to our hearts, and this was the perfect time to do it. We have more awesome things planned this year, and we're not quite ready to talk about them yet.
But they are awesome.
They are awesome.
They are things, and they are awesome.
Exactly. And, you know,
Christmas time.
Kind of piggybacking off of what I said earlier, you know, the plan is with this new streaming format, with this new update format, with this new approach, that we'll make sure that we rally around that, and as soon as we're ready to talk about it,
so that could mean no more hype videos. They will release it when they do the live stream, or it'll be very quick. So you won't see loads of clickbait for months saying this is coming.
Are there any plans to add new game modes like Small Tribes or Conquest? And our question submitter asks in particular about 1 or 2 person tribe servers.
So we love all of our game modes. We have we obviously launched Small Tribes last year. It was a big success. It was, you know, we launched it originally as an experiment. It was more successful than we imagined it would be initially, and it showed a very real need for that, both in Ark's development and whatever we do next. And in terms of, you know, new ones, obviously there was the Conquest set. There's all the existing ones that we support. We're always looking for and thinking about what's next. And we do have some ideas that we're tossing around, but again, we're not quite ready to share those today.
Conquest servers are literally made for Asian big fans that like that style. That's why they kind of own it, believe it or not.
Mammals only.
They're not in charge, Wildcard, of Conquest servers. It's down to their parent company.
Saber-tooth and mammoths.
Because they wanted it for their Chinese players.
Yeah, I mean, it is. Like the Small Tribes one is one that this team put together and launched together. And like I said, we're passionate about it and we enjoyed it. And some of us even played on Small Tribes and you know, liked playing in that version of the game. And so we're evaluating what other options.
Yeah, Vitmans and Atlas is getting all reworked. Sed's in charge of all that.
This has been a quite popular question that we get. I get it on Twitter. You know, I see it on theark.com all the time. And it's about Scorched Earth Ascension. And the question always is, do we have plans to add Ascension to Scorched Earth?
Well, I'll field the love on this one. So the plan is we are not planning to support any form of Ascension for Scorched Earth. When we released it as a final and finished product, and that's how it's going to stay. Ultimately, Ascension was always planned for the island, but it was not planned for Scorched Earth, and we really feel that through our lore and our Explorer notes, we really explained it well and kept up with the story beats. And actually, if you dig into them enough, you can sort of see where.
No, bullshit. You said Ascension was coming. Jeremy said Ascension was coming.
Like
watch my video coming soon, people.
Information, if you're really into the lore of Ark. It's Helena's notes in Scorched Earth that talk about how she gets from Scorched Earth, you know, to the next place. That's what Ascension is. It's how our survivors travel from Ark to Ark. And instead of going through the Ascension process, you can look through Helena's Explorer notes, and she talks about how she does it.
Boom!
Yeah, and it's, you know, it's something that we toyed with for a while. There was a period of time that it was considered, but really, I think it's the right call to devote the resources that would be necessary to do that towards making better, newer and better, and expanding the experiences for you guys.
Yeah, and Scorched Earth is kind of it's had its time, and it's a finished whole thing by itself.
But it's not. It doesn't really have enough to do.
We've got question number 6 here. It says, will we get an option for single player to allow flyer speed upgrade anytime soon?
I did ask a question. I wonder if they'll answer.
There was the flyer nerf a long time ago.
That's my 5 things in Ark. Not coming. Look out for Scorched Earth in that video at the weekend, or maybe tomorrow.
For PvP. I think it was necessary for single player and PvE as well. It was necessary to keep the game somewhat grounded and to drive you to experience more of the richness of the full game and the full content. We don't currently have plans at this time to expose an option like this. We do evaluate from time to time which options would make sense to expose, like the one I talked about earlier. With the
Again, they're backtracking. Jeremy said they were going to add a option where you could not change the flyer speed. They said they didn't see any reason why you couldn't on the unofficial servers or single player.
And the reality is that all of these different options, like all the options that we expose, all the mods, things like that.
I can read,
the reality
Robbie.
Is some of them use things in a way that we didn't quite expect, that we weren't quite sure of. And whenever we make a change, we make sure we test the area around that change. But you know, with an option like this, it's very easy, or with the number of options we have and the number of mods we have, it's very easy for some little thing like an update test plus last week or an option like this to break something that's in an area we're not even testing.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we have to be careful. Generally speaking, what we do is we evaluate them and we decide based on kind of the number of people that would take advantage of such a feature and what it would add to the game. And at this time, we feel like it's serviced reasonably well by the mods support on PC. And, you know, I think there have been a couple people, for example, with this update asking about maintaining the old kibble hierarchy. And it's, again, a similar thing. I think, you know, for us to maintain the old kibble hierarchy would require us to effectively duplicate all of the underlying support for the dinos and maintain
So Jeremy Stieglitz, creator of Ark, said that could be an option they added, and this was about 18 months ago.
make sure
They added some other options to PC, and we said we'd like to see them come to console, but I guess that's not happening. So you're never going to be able to change the flyer speed individually.
And to piggyback off of that, I mean, before I came into development, I would be one of those people like, why can't you just flip the switch? Just flip the switch, and then you realize it's like
the button
or the button. This one is a switch though.
Okay.
Then you realize it's like butterfly effect. You change that one thing, and then you see everything else change around it, and then you're chasing all these other things and trying to fix these problems. So it's a lot more complicated than people might give it credit for. You know, to just be able to enable something like that, as Chris was saying. You know, there's a network of things that, you know, rely on something like that. So you have to check all those things as well. So just to, you know, reiterate what you're saying, totally understand.
Yeah, it's something that's important to us, and you know, we do keep our finger on the pulse of the community.
Do you?
And, you know, we're aware of the things that you care about.
No, it won't be a no.
We
I won't be
prioritize them,
bitchy.
obviously, with the Homestead update coming.
It's taken fucking 18 months
everybody.
for that Homestead
prioritize those things and try
update.
to package them together in a way that is beneficial to everybody involved.
Once you've sold your DLC.
Absolutely. I noticed that WC Panda was posting in the chat a second ago. He said he's redeploying our EU servers.
So
right now.
EU servers are going back up.
So there might be a couple that aren't up yet. I'm sure he's keeping track of them. And he also mentioned
Justin,
if there's
you've
any
literally just
wipes
self-promoed
that
on
happen,
Twitch
he's
and
gonna fix those
YouTube.
too. 'Cause
Get out of
there
here,
might be-
banned.
There might be, if your server comes up and you don't see anything on it, assume that it's going to be taken back down, and he'll put the save back up. So he's handling it. I see him typing in the chat. Thank
Twitch
you,
mods,
Panda.
ban that Justin
Thank
King
you.
turns on Twitch again.
See,
Good
told you
eyesight.
they're hard at work. There is always someone hard at work. It's a
Yeah,
perfect segue to kind of discuss the
Daniel,
current state
hello,
of the
mate.
game, or the state of the game. You know, so we talked a little bit about, you know, Extinction. That was one of our biggest releases that we just had. Really cool. I think everybody had a blast working on Extinction and even enjoying it. We were playing it in the office. You know, we had a lot of fun with the name Manigarmer.
Yeah.
Manager.
a lot of late night.
Yes.
I mean,
That's what happens when you
You know,
rush out
we're
DLC,
aware
because
that
you've only
the
been working on
Manigarmer
it for
is
about
strong.
4 months.
We built it to be an end-game creature, but yeah, like to piggyback off of that, like the joke originally was that the Manigarmer's name was OP itself because nobody around the office could even pronounce it.
That's very true.
Like some people started calling him Mr. Manager.
Yep.
Some people called it Managamar, and you know, so we got.
So
it, but,
Chris took over development of Ark Wildcards, basically Ark,
But
last
yeah, so we'll talk a
April?
little bit about some of the best.
maybe earlier, maybe February, March, April. That's when the rest of them all started working on Atlas.
You know, we want to talk about a little bit more about these things in detail. You know, so I'll just start off with a couple of things I think was really cool about Extinction. It's the first time we've ever done like mechs or kaijus. You know, these
Conan Exiles isn't dead, but
large.
they keep promising these dungeons. It's taken months. They're too slow with content. It's not keeping the fans playing.
T-Rex was big, and the Bronto, but when you stand next to one of those, I mean, the scale, the sheer scale of it, you feel pretty insignificant compared to one of those as a human.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it was very cool to see that scale. I don't think we hadn't had anything in the game prior to that really showcased that scale at that grand level. So that was really cool to me, seeing that. What about you, Jen? What was one of your favorite parts?
My favorite part. It's hard to pick. I'm gonna pick the gas bag.
gas bag.
Because it was just, it's such a cute. So we talked about internally, like you need a cute creature, right? Like for Aberration, we had like our little lantern pets. You need to have that the cuteness.
No, we need to have
factor.
creatures
And
that
the
work.
gas
I'm going to
bag,
stop. I'm
he's
being
like-
bitchy.
he's
I am
just
being bitchy.
So
I can't help it.
weird and cute.
I'm
and
sure
he's,
they mean well,
so
but
chubby
sometimes,
and
man.
squishable, and you can fly with
Extinction
it.
was
It's
the
just
most
it's
broke
really
piece of
ridiculous,
gaming
but
I
also
think I've
perfect.
played in a
It's a very
while.
unique creature.
Yeah.
Forget
Very
Anthem,
nice.
It's very
any other game you
different
want to mention,
than
Fallout
things that we've
76.
done in our
Extinction
controls
was pretty
with
fucked.
the gas. I mean, it's a flyer, but it's not a flyer. It's more of a floater.
It's a farter.
Yeah, it's a farter. So it was really cool to introduce some different things. I mean, those are things that different designs that we haven't really played around with before. Chris, what about, this is a new team, right? So tell us how, you know, bringing together, I mean, pretty much the whole team was new, and this is our first DLC together, so a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I joined the team January of last year.
January. All right. I was a month out.
Judd is on the who's on the team. Was here. He worked on Aberration. You were here, of course, working on Prim Plus, and you know, our task as Atlas was being developed my task was to work with Colin and build a new team up. And so very early on, we knew going into Extinction that we were going to take the reins, and we needed to build a team that was capable and able to support Ark for that expansion, as well as the live game and into the future. And you know, it was exciting for me. Like I've worked in game development now for 12, 13 years, and I've been a manager a number of times, but this was the first time I got to build kind of a team, and it was really neat. We brought in, you know, someone as an AI expert on the team, Gabriel, who recently joined. We've got Alex, who's kind of our creature guy, and then Jim's handling combat, and T, who's, you know, working on some things that we'll talk about later. And of course Zane, who is here originally, originally QA up through is now kind of our balance designer and running things. But that was kind of the dev end of things, and you know, we started in January. I think our first update that rolled out was the Easter update in TLC2, and then we kind of took over for the whole year. And I'm very proud of what we did. I mean, it's very difficult to take over something as large as Ark.
It is, to be fair, it wasn't his fault. He was left with literally only 10 months to make brand new DLC,
you know, we delivered,
try and fix all the bug fixes and problems throughout that time, help with getting some of the TLC that was still coming out in March and May. But they didn't give them enough people. That's why Extinction was so broke.
This update and with the other things that we've got planned for the year.
Yes, be doing lots of world tours on S+. Hello, Virgil.
Jumping into Ark, because Ark is such a, like, our fans are passionate. They have a certain way they like to do things. Like, do you feel, was it different jumping into other games than it was for Ark?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm from a more traditional game development background. So, like, I've worked on AAA games. I worked at Microsoft.
Oh my God!
I worked on State
They're waffling.
And
waffle cakes.
The approach here, Ark obviously started as an early access game. It started as an indie game. It blows my mind how much it has grown. It blows my mind the amount of features that we have, the amount of creatures that we have, you know, and it's kind of the thing that drives me back to that point about the options earlier. Like, the number of options that we have already, the number of creatures we have already, the amount of world and things like that already eclipse pretty much any other game. Like, it's you know, it's as big as you can get, and we want to make sure that we can maintain a team that can keep that indie game feel.
No, you
can support the.
What do you mean an indie game feel? He's totally going back on what everything was said. It's not a big deal. But Jeremy Stieglitz and Jesse, the creators of Ark, were like, it's a AAA game. We'll sell season passes. We'll sell collector's editions. We'll do pre-order skins. They sold it for double the price of an indie game.
And I think that's important.
He's really fucking up here. Someone needs to shout in his ear, Chris, shut the fuck up.
Before I even joined the company, I think that's one of the things that just amazed me. Like, I installed the game one day, and an hour later, I had a content update with like 4 new dinos, and like 2 hours later, there's another update with more content. And I think, you know, it was very amazing to see the pace at which we were rapidly iterating in the earlier days, and you know, we're still iterating as well this day, or you know, now we still iterate at a pretty rapid pace.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, like, I think we've found a healthy balance for our team. I think, you know, my background, like I said, is more from traditional game development, where it's a month or 2 or months between updates, and you want to find that right balance so that you have time to test things, so that you have time to think about it and make sure you're okay with this.
Yeah, I agree that. I agree.
You release it. So, you know, that's kind of why we're taking the approach we have. We target Tuesdays for our release when we've got a patch ready. We don't target every Tuesday as a release, and if we have something critical that needs to go out, we'll release it when it's ready and when it's necessary. But typically, we like to package things, and especially with the approach we've been taking lately, we like to package things up into a slightly more meaningful chunk and get it out to people as a meaningful update to make it worth their while.
Yeah, and this is maybe something you and Colin can chime in on. I mean, production-wise, we did something a little different recently, right, with Homestead and the way that we did Structures Plus.
As far as? How do you mean?
The beta?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow! Someone give these guys some coffee.
No, I think one thing, I mean, Chris and I have a lot of discussions about sort of where we want to take the product and
These guys.
beyond that, sort of where we want to take the process as a whole, internally and externally. And one of the big things we wanted to do now is sort of have a pre-release environment or a beta, I guess you could say. And what we wanted to do is have an environment where we could put some of these changes and these implementation and these fixes out into the community and have a private testing area where people could consume it. They could create content. They could utilize the things that we've now implemented into the game, and then obviously give us feedback, and we can check on bugs. And so I think that was clearly really successful this round. I mean, not only did we get some really cool content from the community, but it also was a great way beyond our awesome test team.
Mate, every game under the sun has been doing test betas for years now. Rust has been doing it, Miscreated has been doing it, Conan Exiles has been doing it for the last year and a half. It was very late of Ark to do that. I wish they'd done it more, because then we wouldn't have so many videos of me going, Ark is broke, it's fucked, it's broken, why is this happening? Because they never test it, they never test this shit. They've got the smallest team in the world for testing.
Paying attention to the beta, there was a point actually where the live game caught up in versions, and we were like, what do we do? And when it surpassed it, we're like, okay, well, we'll just leave the beta over here. And you know, it does take more resources to do that. And so it's the type of thing, you know, going back to what I was saying about maintaining a team that's agile and maintaining a team that can continue to deliver new content and good experiences and bug fixes in a timely manner, we have to be careful about when we employ it. For something like this update, it makes perfect sense. Like, it kind of gave us a way to almost early access the update.
Yeah.
To like give people the update and say, here's what we're thinking
Yeah,
about.
let PC be the test dummies, yeah? Let PC deserve to be the test dummies and get the broken shit.
We adjust the snap points for various features, and you know, we make changes and retune the keyboard rework. And it isn't to say that it'll be perfect. Like, it's very difficult when you're making something on the scale that we are, when you're working on something as big as we are.
Bye, Rebecca. Sorry, didn't see your message.
Perfect. I mean, you know, if we raise the bar to...
Mate, they're waffle caking. I am adding everyone that's DM'd me on Discord to the server or the role, so you can see the server admin passwords and stuff like that. So I'm not being rude. I'm just adding everyone that's interested in joining my Ark, Ps4 and Xbox servers.
Once we can get into people's hands and they start employing those methods, that gives us, that kind of bridges that gap between the smaller focused internal testing we have that tests around the feature and kind of the broader approach. So, you know, like Colin said, I think it was a big success. We'll probably employ it in the future as it makes sense for patches.
Yeah, so I think what he's saying is you won't expect to see it for every patch,
right,
because
for
not
sure.
every patch has this large overarching.
Fucking says the translator. That's all they've got said in for, is to translate the long speak from these guys.
It impacts every structure that's in the game. It impacts, you know, structures that are currently built. Something like the kibble rework impacts all dinos in the way that they consume and the way that they eat. So it is a pretty large change. So it definitely makes sense that changes like this are thrown, you know, to a beta before the beta to check it out and give us feedback on some of the things that you're seeing.
Where's my question? God damn
Not
it.
just bugs that we look for. We also look for community feedback in regards to,
Absolutely.
does this feel right? Is there something that would make more sense? And there are like little tiny things that we miss, like
Tiny things. Oh, mate, these lot make me angry.
an ingredient
I need to go work for Wildcard. I've said this to Jat. He needs to employ me. Jat, if you watch me, bud, I know you do. I know you watch me on the sly. Even though you ain't at this guy now. Maybe some of these guys watch me. Chris watches me occasionally. Employ me, man. I'll come and work for you. I'll be the face of Ark Survival Evolved.
I also wanted to remind you guys, before we get back into this conversation, that if you're leaving questions in the chat, we are going to answer some of the questions after the stream, so don't feel like you're being ignored. We have somebody writing down some questions for us that we're going to look at. So we do see your questions, so don't feel like you're being ignored, because I see you.
Speaking of current state of the game, Jen, we made some changes with the sponsored mod program.
Yes, yes. So our sponsored mod program has been like worked over, and Josh or Zenro has been doing a lot of work. So he's got the sponsored.
Yeah, you got to tell us some mods come into console, otherwise I don't care.
If you are a modder in the chat and you'd like to get in on the sponsored mod program, definitely send in your application. You can do that at survivetheark.com. At the top it'll say modding, and you just click on that, and there's a little click on apply for sponsorship button. And basically, if you don't know what that is that you can get paid to make Ark mods pretty much. So you get, it's like a little bit of funding for you to spend more of your time developing mods for Ark, if that's something you'd like to do. We also have on screen right now the mods currently in our program.
Hello, Asa.
So we have right now additional lighting and Play as Dino just entered the program on Monday. I know. I bet people are excited to see that one in the program and see what happens with that. We also have plenty of other mods in the program. We have Eco's.
Okay, while I talk that, I'm adding everyone. If you're DMing me on Discord, if you're a patron, you don't need to add any messages. You will see how to join the server already. If you're Twitch Prime, you can do that on Twitch Prime. You get access to my server as well if you want to support, but you don't need to. The servers will be open. I just need your email and your gamer tag and what platform you're playing on. You need to DM me that on Discord. You need to join Discord to keep up to date what we're doing with the server.
We also wanted to give a little shout out to Auction House and Saddle Emporium, which have just left our program. You know, those mods were awesome additions to the program.
I can't believe Urban Deathmatch is still in there. That mod is pretty shit.
And we hope that Play as Dino and
the auction one's been in there a while, and they used a lot of that for Atlas as well.
Real cool opportunity. If you've ever, I didn't have any game dev experience, so you know the dev kit was a way for me to get in, find out.
Oh my god,
about how a game
I love you said he's got big guns, but
figure out what breaks and what doesn't
come on, man.
And then you just
keep answering them questions. There was loads of questions posted, loads. They've answered about 5.
I mean, that's the life of a game developer.
Yeah, it's the life of a game developer, to be honest.
You can get Discord on phone,
really
yes.
Cool program. And if you don't know, I mean, a lot of the people in this studio, I'm not going to say a lot, but there's a good amount of people in the studio that came from the modding community. Yeah. Me, Zane, Jackson, Dave, like we look very heavily towards our mod community, not only to, you know, provide cool
to make Atlas,
but also for talent. You know, so it's also a way to get noticed if that's something that you're into, or you know, if you want to break into the industry, it's not a bad way to try it. So I encourage you to keep modding. We always keep an eye out for mods. We do mod spotlights. Josh is keeping an eye out on all the cool stuff that's coming through the workshop. So be sure to keep modding. We're always going to be out there looking for cool mods to sponsor and things to, you know, push forward. So
if you're looking for a place to start, we are on the UE forums. We have a big Ark section on there. There's also a link to a modding Ark Discord on the forums there that you guys can find. And I know Josh spends a little bit of time in that Discord, and pretty much all of the Ark modders, they all chat in there. There's also, Josh has a YouTube channel for modding.
It's really good.
Yeah, he does tutorials on there like every other week, I think. And, you know, he starts from the very basics, and he's starting to do more complex things on there. So if you are wanting to get into modding, definitely check out those resources for you.
I will watch from the beginning too, because as she said, he's starting to get into more complicated things, so it'll probably require knowledge from one of the first videos to carry forward. So if you're starting brand new, I'll start from the beginning and watch him. He's entertaining too, so be sure to give him a watch. All right, so we're gonna go back and talk about Homestead, even though we covered pretty much everything.
No, where's the rest of the questions?
We talked a bit about it. I mean, it's worth diving a little more. So, like, one of the things that I'm really excited about.
Where's the Switch content?
Touch on in the trailer, actually. We haven't showcased too much. Is the tech dedicated storage?
Oh yes.
So Judd, who took care of kind of porting it in and you know, digesting S Plus into a version that we could release for everybody and on consoles. He created a version of it that's a bit more easy to interact with, makes it easier to put content into, like resources into, and get them out. And so it's, you know, we're very excited.
They are pretty cool.
Tech
storage is pretty exciting.
Obviously, we did a snapping pass across everything. And, you know, when we started looking at S Plus and we were talking about pulling it in, one of the things that came up immediately was like, well, you know, Orion's son made special. Who's the mod maker for S Plus, made special new meshes for the triangle foundations, and they look better with his version of the foundations, the wood floor foundation, the stone floor foundation. And how do we get that to people? Like, what's the best way? We don't want them to have to rebuild their whole base and start from scratch. So Judd came up with the idea to implement this variant system, which basically allows you to walk up and interact with one of the existing structures And if there's a different visual for it available, then you can cycle it to that different visual. And so in the trailer, you'll see the part where they're dropping the triangle foundations, and you'll notice that, like, if you pay attention closely, the wood foundations that they're snapping against, those look different than our traditional wood foundations. Awesome. And it's because they match up better with the new triangle foundations. And in another place that we went deeper was with the flexible cable and pipe system.
Yes.
So it's. Obviously, the existing system was a bit rigid.
That is a great creator. I'm friends with him. That is.
And obviously, Orion
Pilgrim Project. I need to forgot his name there. I'm busy. I'm doing 20 things at once. The Pilgrim Project made that. He made a bunch of the content for this trailer. Just go and give his channel some love. You'll find it in my little section on the side, on the right hand side. If you look on my channel page. He does loads of great videos, building videos and mod videos. Go and give him a follow.
A first-class feature, which I think that we've done.
I think people.
Discord links are in the description box. Hello, what socks? How you doing, mate?
Why do you look at me?
I'm sure he's gonna love it.
Anime King, you need to join my Discord before you can send me anything.
I think he's going to enjoy this feature a lot.
What you guys are seeing on screen right now is a video from the Pilgrims Project, who is a YouTuber,
yes,
an Ark builder.
Yes.
That is his Victorian mansion that
great
he
build.
Made using.
If you're a patron,
it's also featured.
Make sure you let me know on YouTube so I can add you to admin
a lot of triangular building
or a moderator.
Lots of different methods.
I wonder how long it took to make this.
I don't know. Try
it. It is so impressive.
Yeah,
some of the things that people are putting together.
No one misses 7 Days to Die. The game is broken and janky. On Xbox anyway, or PS4. Maybe on PC, it's pretty good. They're adding a bunch of new shit already as well.
He called it a explorer's mansion. So.
Oh, that's rad.
Oh, nice.
So it's like this Victorian style with the big observatory on the top.
Yeah, and then of course, S Plus and the kibble rework weren't the only parts of the update.
Dedicated bulk storage means you can literally go up to a box, press one button, and it will take all of your stone in your inventory and dump it straight into the box. And you can set up lots of these, so you can literally just go up to one box, don't have to open it up, you just press one button and it just puts it all in. Rat Lord is pretty much loyalty. If you've been around a while, you get Rat Lord in Discord.
Been around for a little while that we're just kind of burning through that backlog and fixing.
Right, Chris, what's your patron name? Obviously, I need proof. If you're new, if you're a new patron, you got to help me out. People, help me out.
Whatever today's.
If you're lying, I'll insta-ban you.
We're working on them, and it's. I'm always browsing Reddit and kind of consuming the things that people.
He's pretty good at Reddit. I'll tell you what though, Chris is. He does go on Reddit a lot. He answers a lot of questions. So if you do want to try and get hold of an Ark dev, try and find him on Reddit.
Compiling this data together, and we've got this world-class bug system that we're feeding it all through now. So yeah, it's good. I feel really good that we're able to strike that balance between bringing. New.
All old patrons of mine will have admin abilities, so they can do some fantastic builds on the servers. Only old patrons. Anyone new, I have to kind of know I can trust you.
There we go.
So,
Mr. Manager.
You mean how much everyone loves it?
Yeah, I mean, people do love it.
Here's the thing: the Manic Armor's fun. Like the Manic Armor.
So fun.
It was built.
To be honest, I'm leaving this on while I'm just adding everyone to the server now.
Just short of the Titans, like it's in-game permanent tail. Obviously, it's a bit strong. So, we're continuing to play with it. What we don't want to do is...
Right, I see you, Chris. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for being a patron. I appreciate it, mate. There you go. If you're in Discord, make sure you click... If you're on Patreon, click you want your rewards, and it will give you your special gold status in Discord.
Have a place. And so, we're taking a bit more of a methodical approach to bringing it back in because we don't want to kill it into the ground and have everybody give up on it and make it useless because it's also just really fun to play. Like, one of the things, I guess this hops back a little bit to the conversation about Extinction, but one of the things that we brought to the table as a team when we were developing Extinction was we wanted to bring new, what are the mechanics that we loved in different games? And for the Manic Armor, we wanted...
God, they're going on about it.
Something out of
they're
anime,
still going on about the Manic Armor.
Fast side dashes and moving around in space, and so we want to maintain that, and we want it to feel like it's appropriately powerful. But obviously, it's a work in progress. We honestly we're pulling it back, and then we like to see where the community settles, and then we'll make further adjustments as necessary.
So as you're hearing, we're still looking at Man of Armor, but it is, as he said, it's meant to be the end game Tamed for Extinction. So the fact that it is powerful, you know, it was designed to be powerful. Maybe not.
I'm going to set the
powerful
passwords for the servers.
but it was
servers are going to go
designed
live for Xbox, PS4 for me.
Yeah, and then, you know, another one that
If the trader have updated it.
is worth bringing up on the stream, just in case you haven't read the notes, is we've changed the mind wipe mechanic.
Yeah, 24 hours. I agree with that one.
So I know
think
this
that's
is
good.
one that, you know,
People
the
be
testers,
pissed, but I think it's good.
And people that have joined the team from the community cared about a lot. This was one that actually came out of the beta branch. So we built the Homestead update in the beta branch, and we released it. And then people said, "Well, wait, what? How do I earn these engrams? How am I going to unlock these?" We said, "Well, you know, you can just respec." And they're like, "But I'm at the level cap already. What do I do?" And we you know, we had talked about it before internally. Like philosophically, you know, the key point behind having a limit to mind wipes is that we don't want a Swiss Army character. Like we don't want somebody that can, like, for these next 10 minutes, I'm going to be the perfect crafter, and then now I'm going to run faster than the wind, and now I'm going to kill everything, and you know, so we want to have some limit in place, but we're really excited about this change because we think it brings it to a place where people are going to be able to be a little more agile with their character.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will be excited about this. I mean, I heard a lot of feedback on that back when we first introduced it, like, oh my gosh, you know, because people wanted to be able to wipe themselves a little bit more frequently. And to your point, I understand why we didn't want it to be the Swiss Army knife where, you know, every 10 minutes you're missing the build.
I am a bit disappointed. They're not showing anything other than the trailer. They've got no one showing the new features. We've seen it all a lot. You know, you've seen it from me, for Sonis. I can name a bunch of YouTubers that showed some of the improvements that are coming in with the update. But I think they could have probably done something with the kibble. They could have maybe answered more questions.
Any more updates? Did we cover all the major hits for that update? We probably missed a couple, but I think those are probably the big things that people
those are the big ones, I think.
Yeah. So that is out now, actually. So if you want to go enjoy that, you know, it should be available for you to enjoy. So yeah.
Is that it? Are we done? Are they done?
We have some questions that we collected. We've got them up on screen.
There's a lot of questions.
Oh man.
Well,
yeah, come on, start answering.
he put them up on screen now. So let's see. Oh, we should talk about probably the engrams. So
Get those shoes.
Yeah, I like that one.
well, we'll get to YouTube, but I do want to talk about the engrams for Homestead. So there are the regular engrams, which are on the engram menu, and then we have the tech engrams. So do you want to talk about a little bit where do you get these tech engrams first of all?
Yeah, so Zane did a pass, and what we did was put them into the various bosses across the different maps. And so, you know, we wanted to treat them like first class engrams. That was an important piece of bringing S Plus to official. Like, I know if you go and play with the S Plus mod, it duplicates a lot of the existing structures in order to add small features to them. Kind of makes it a bit unwieldy to navigate the engram menu and to navigate the structures, and that's where we ended up with the variant system. And you know, with these, we wanted them, like I said, to feel first class, and so we've integrated the non-tech ones into the normal progression pipeline, and then the tech ones you'll find through the various bosses.
Ooh, right, Xbox servers going up.
In particular, is that medium dragon?
I've got a lot. It's going to take a while. If I've not added you already on Discord, these are all DMs I've got to go through to get your details and add to the server. So it may take a while. It may even be tomorrow, but you will get access soon.
Ask me on Twitter and I'll check later.
Yeah,
Beta Dragon.
Beta Dragon, there you go.
All right, there we go. Got it.
Someone has it. Somebody had that figured out 2 minutes ago.
All right. So we've got, is there a PlayStation update release date? It's out now. It's out on PC, Xbox, PS4, Windows 10. Is Mac and Linux out?
Yeah, it is.
Mac and Linux is out?
Yeah, so, I mean, that's the thing.
It.
Like, the beta branch afforded us the opportunity to line these things up. And so, you know, while we were spending that extended time testing, most of the feature work was done. And so we pulled it over to console and began the console testing process. we had time a week or so ago to get it into CERT and get it through that process and everything. So it was ready to line it up, which, generally we can't always line up all the patches across all the consoles, but it is something that where we can and where we can, we would really like to, and it is our preferred way of delivering it, and so that was important here.
We talked a little bit about the new ARC team. One of these questions is there anyone who was on the ARC team before that's still here now?
Oh yeah,
And,
for sure.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
No one cares, Jen. Sorry, love. No one cares.
Colin.
Ain't gonna lie. Use my least favourite community manager.
Lawrence,
Putting it out there.
There's a lot of teams.
Because
Yeah.
although you're pretty abrasive like me, to be fair, you just got a bit of a strong streak in you. Jat's definitely the diplomat out of you two.
We trade back and forth, and we sit in the same space. So like one of the members of the team, Alex, who built the Rock Drake, we worked closely with him when we were developing like the climbing capabilities of the Enforcer, for example.
Yeah, so there's not like all new faces. I mean,
No,
there's
no.
people like if you watch our Extra Life stream, for example. I mean, all of those people are working on ARC and a lot of familiar faces around here.
Yeah, and the cool thing was that, like I said, we started this process a year plus ago now, and we took over, and this team, the team that we pulled in and put together here, did TLC2, and then all of the updates through the summer, all of Extinction, and all the way through to now, and we're continuing that.
All right, let's see. Oh, here's one that I actually wanted to mention because I saw it in the chat, which is what do we do with our old kibble? And I can just say that all of the old kibble still works as normal. So you can still, if you've already crafted it, you can still use it. You won't be able to craft it in the future. Oh, we have another.
Yeah, you can craft it in the future, but there's one slight miscommunication. So it isn't usable to tame the creature that it was used to tame before. It automatically goes into the
Look at Sed
category
feeding
that
his
it
guns.
is.
He's so bored. He's got to
So-
feed his guns
so
to
if
keep
it
him awake.
If it uses an extraordinary egg, then it becomes an extraordinary kibble or the equivalent to that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so everything you've crafted, it doesn't get deleted or anything. Like it just carries
That's
over and it's still usable to tame something.
That's right.
So that's what you can do with that. Let's see.
I see one here we can answer. So
Go for it.
there's the tethering effect in single player.
Okay.
That one's tough. I mean, the reality is.
Yeah.
Okay, there are
The
some
reality
questions.
is the consoles have a fixed amount of memory. It's generally a low amount of memory in order to keep costs down on the console production side, and we're up against that boundary. Every update we release, we're adding new things. This update we added more content to add these new structures and things like that to add to the game. It's particularly tough when you're playing in single player because you're playing the role and your game has to process the host, the server, as well as the client.
He's right. I know people want to play single player
And
without
frame
boundaries and
suffers
having the
there.
green bubble.
Memory certainly suffers,
But it
and
does mean that you end up
it's-
not being able to
it's-
craft or
unfortunately,
gather
it's
items because the consoles just don't have the memory.
unless we
Even
were
on
to
PC,
offer
it's a problem.
a different experience.
So they had it for a while, they
For the
tested
console
it,
that could
but
justify
ultimately
having,
it
like,
just
the
caused
whole
too many
loaded.
problems with the game breaking, and then that means they're going to get
talk about it.
complaints.
But I think that where we're at is probably the ideal middle ground, which is we bring the full content to console, and then
Dedicated storage is already
have to put
crashing the
limits in
game on
place to how much
PS4
the
according
console
to
can worry
Scrabby
about it in
Squad.
the moment, but you get to experience the full Ark
Right.
experience.
Eeks.
Which is the most important
Eeks.
thing, I think.
I think so too. Yep.
Yeah, I would agree. One that I see quite often is people requesting keyboard and mouse support for Xbox.
Yeah, there's it's something we've been talking about internally.
Yeah.
We it's something that would make our testing lives a lot easier.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, we have limited keyboard support already for doing things like console commands, and we've
Yeah, anyone
toyed
could
with
do
this
that. If
idea.
you just pull up your
Obviously,
Xbox app, you
not
can
to
type in the
commit to
commands on
anything here
Xbox.
Stream, but it is something that's on our radar.
For sure.
It's something that for sure goes on our list, and really that's said for everything on this list here.
Yeah.
Where's the Switch info?
Just, there's a lot of the things that kind of just go on the list of potentials, and a lot of it requires.
So basically,
more
never getting
detailed
done. They're never going to
conversation
do
than what we
it.
can have
Never.
right here, sitting on the couch.
King Static, hello,
Yeah, I
mate.
see another
I
one
see you
there.
on Twitch
Are
as
there
well. How you
more
doing,
paid
bud?
expansions for Ark? So Extinction was the end of the season pass. We are working on our plans internally for what's next for Ark. Like I said earlier, and like we said at the end of last year, we don't view it. We don't think that Ark's time in the sun is done yet, and so we're still developing things for it. Obviously, with this free update,
Just no broken shit.
We're continuing to add things that we want.
They are going to charge people stupid amounts of money for DLC, even though they just said they consider themselves an indie game developer.
Longer term, that will take, whatever.
But that's not what happens when you sell season passes and pre-orders and collector's editions and increase the price by double.
Right.
Yeah,
Just
I think
saying.
that Ark's got a long life ahead of it.
Exactly.
So.
Like we love making content as much as you guys love playing it.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, we probably have time for like one or two
Come
more.
on,
if we can
switch.
find.
Why are you all good looking?
I mean, that was an easy
Switch
answer. Just 'cause I'm
DLC.
sitting here.
Oh, you make us look better.
The collective
Just-
up.
the aura just emanates from Cedric and makes us look better. Thank you, Cedric.
Yeah.
It's so nice of you.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate
It's
it.
a nice
Aw.
buff you give us, Cedric.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Attractiveness buff. Add to the game. There's a couple IIC. So they were curious about like graphical related options for the option menu. For example, gamma.
Yeah, light
that
bloom.
I've seen.
Light bloom and gamma on
Yeah,
console.
Gamma control on console.
Yeah, so that's obviously one that we're toying with. Obviously, we have that support on PC.
Mhm.
The console options menu is split off, rightfully so that it can support kind of the options that make sense for console. Like having a full resolution slider and things like that don't always make the most sense, so you limit some of those options. But I think that there are some that we've talked about, and there's always more that we're considering. So, yeah.
Very good. I think we've got time for one more question.
One more.
All right. Do we
Who's
see a
gonna
really
be the
good?
lucky person?
Do we see a really good question? Let's make it a good question.
Where do you get those shoes?
Oh yeah, hey.
You can't.
Unless you sell them.
I mean, yeah, true.
Switch content.
See, like,
Can you speak to the dev kit one?
Oh yeah.
I did talk to Josh.
Fuck you,
I
no
think
one
he was
cares
waiting
about the
for
dev
his
kit.
Homestead patch to settle, and then he was going to update the dev kit. So part of updating the dev kit, you don't want to push that out when there's currently still issues in it, because then people are building mods on things that could potentially be broken. So I think
They
once that's
charged
updated,
£44 for Switch, so like $50, only maybe a few dollars less than the full game. It only has the island. No Center, no Ragnarok, no Primitive Plus, no DLC either, no paid DLC, no Scorched Earth, no Extinction, no Aberration. And it runs like shit.
So, the thing about Ark is a big game,
Here we go.
like I talked about earlier.
Yeah.
And the design of Ark and the things that you guys love at Ark are at odds with performance and are at odds with memory. You like to have a lot of dinosaurs. You like to have the greatest space possible, and those things create those issues. And I would kind of frame it this way: the approach that we're taking to the latency issues, to performance issues, to memory issues, is rooted in the game design, and we're coming back and revisiting some of the earlier decisions, like the kibble hierarchy. Something like the crowdpod was built kind of to help with this issue. And we're adding tools to the game to allow you guys to kind of manage it as much as possible yourselves. The reality is that, I said my background is from AAA development. And the way that we traditionally address issues like this is we put hard caps in place. We put a cap of, you can have 1 dinosaur or 3 dinosaurs, and each person, there can be 12 people on this server and 20 dinosaurs. And that's why when you play a lot of other games, you experience hard limits like that. That's why a lot of them don't have the freedom that Ark have, where you can build anywhere and tame a high number of dinos and swap them in and out and go anywhere. And so we're always trying to find that line. There's a downside to it, and that is the latency and the performance. But like I said, we're constantly working on new tools to help you guys manage it yourselves. Like, I personally think that like having all of my dinos out in the world, it's cool because I get to see them all. But if I'm trading my ability to fight at 20 frames a second or 30 frames a second on the server for being able to look at my beautiful cars all lined up, for me, I would make the decision to maybe package some of them up and cryo some of them. And the kibble rework kind of helps reinforce that idea. There was an interesting progression with the old system, but it also it kind of forced you once you got to a certain point to have everything and to manage everything and to and beyond kind of the latency issues, it's also kind of a time sink a little bit to worry about all of those.
Big time sink.
So that's kind of the approach we're taking, is to circle back to the design and look at these places where maybe there's something we could add to it, as well as obviously continue to work on the technical side of things. But the reality, again, like I said, is that Ark operates at a scale that is not really rivaled by a lot. And
to be fair, look, no other game has tried to do what Ark has done from the independent scene. I do slag off the developers a lot, and I do slag off the game a lot, but it's not because I don't appreciate what they have done. No other open world survival game has as many bits of AI, like the creatures, the dinosaurs, the amount of items, the amount of building pieces. Name me any other survival game. Rust doesn't have that much. Cone doesn't have that much. They literally have so much. Their worlds are massive. It's got so much going on, and it looks good. An Ark map looks fantastic compared to some of them other games as well. But it does mean the game's going to run like shit. And that's it. The game is always going to run like shit because there's too much going on.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it.
It would change the gameplay significantly.
For sure.
I am playing Black Desert Online.
The beauty of Ark is
literally,
that
I am going through
it's
every
literally a
invite on
sandbox
Discord.
Where if I want to make this a Pokemon game, I can make it a Pokemon game. I just want to collect everything. If I just want to raid people and destroy bases.
Jesus, yes, S plus structures is a
really
thing. It's
your
updated
heart's
today.
will, whatever you want to do in Ark.
Jesus.
And that's the beauty of that game to me too. So the more we can try to preserve that feeling while still trying to keep good performance and making sure people have good frames, like you were saying, it's a great balance to try to find. And I think we're on the
Glass metal walls.
That's right. So looks
No.
like John's telling
Watch
us
my
we're
video
out
on it.
of
All
I've
right,
done
we're
a
out of
video.
time,
Click
so-
on my YouTube link and
Yeah,
you'll find a
Able to
video.
wrap up.
Yeah. So thanks for hanging out with us
Right,
again.
that's it.
As Jen said
Oh.
earlier, we'll try to do this when we have
They're
meaningful
done.
content.
They're done. They're done. They're done. I think we're done as well, guys. I think we're done. What did we learn? We learned that Ascension's definitely not coming to Scorched Earth. We learned they're updating S Plus for Primitive Plus, but only the base structures. You can't have triangle lumber pieces, which is the whole point of Prim Plus, to have these extra pieces. There's a lot of answers there, but they could have answered more. Again, they waffled way too much about shit that no one really cares. It sounds harsh, but this isn't a new game. We're trying to get to know developers. These developers have been around for a while, or even the new ones have been around for a year now. We want to just get answers about where Ark's going. It's not enough to only have one update for free in like 6 months. Now, say update, they have bug fixes. They have lots of bug fixes because the game's always broken. But one content update after 6 months, or maybe even longer. When was the last TLC? No, the Extinction Chronicles. That was the last real meaningful update they had that was free. That didn't rely on DLC. So they need to get with the program. If they want us to buy these season passes, they still need to provide us with content till then. Now this is going to be great. S Plus will be good, but I still think it's going to dry up. Give it another month and Ark will dry up again. But until then, I'm going to be on it. I'm going to be all over it. If you're looking to join the servers, it's going to take me a while. As I showed you guys, and more are coming. I've got to go through all of these messages, answer back, and then write down the information back on to the server. But you'll be added to a special role. You'll be able to see the Ark Homestead server chat, and you'll be able to see how to join the server. Password will be there, how to get onto it and stuff like that. So just hold tight. If I don't get you tonight, I will add you in the morning. I'll do my best, but I'm getting tired and I've got shit to do. So servers are up on Xbox and PS4. Come and join Discord if you want to know how to join, and then just do what it says in the pinned messages in general chat. You look up here, see this pinned message, it shows you exactly how to join. You can support me on Patreon, it does help me out, but you don't need to. But patrons do get priority. They will be in my tribe, and we are going to be basically, I'll be asking them if they're free first to do events or go and take on the bosses and stuff like that. It just helps me out. It's only $1 a month. Or you can Twitch Prime. Go ahead and sub to me on Twitch Prime or YouTube. That helps out too, and you get the same benefits as Patreon. The links are all in the description box down below. I'll be back, guys. I guess that's it. We're going to go. Anything else, leave it in the description box, comment box, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow I'm picking up my son, so there won't be much content tomorrow. It will probably be the top 5 things you didn't realise weren't coming to Ark, but I'm picking up my son, so that takes like 10 hours to go and get him and drive to London and back. So maybe I'll do a live stream when I get home, maybe not. Otherwise, I'll be on the server on Thursday. I'll be on there for a big amount of time, getting started, starting a brand new series of Ark Homestead. So until then, laters, rat bags, have a great day. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I really appreciate the admins helping out and the moderators on the channels. Big shout out to you guys, and everyone keep calm in Discord. If you don't get a reply back or a message from me, then just wait, you will get one by tomorrow at least. Okay, laters people, laters, bye bye, bye bye. How the fuck do I turn this off? How do I oh, go follow me on Twitch as well.